bonjour, aloha, marhaba, mabuhay, zadravo, zadrasi, sanu, salam, namaste to each and every one of you from all over the globe. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Yes You Can International's Transformational Leadership Conference today on the theme of Love Protects. And you know what they say, that love is a blessing. For it's all things bright and fair, like the glow of evening sunset. It's a gift beyond compare. Priceless, precious, something to cherish, love and be loved. Because love actually gives a lot of protection. So when you're loved, you get that protection that you really need to feel so secure and to feel so confident, to feel so happy. And so may I request Professor Ambassador Charles to lead us in prayer, please. Divine benedictions, everyone. It's very important that we seek the blessings of the Lord Almighty for the success of the event and also for world peace and love.
Okay, I can see him. So can we call on Pastor Nelson to pray for us?
Pastor Nelson, may we request you to lead prayer, please?
Shall we pray now?
Yes, please.
Loving Father, full of love and grace, thank you for this beautiful time you have given us. At this stage, I pray for everyone's blessing who are here and who are not here at the moment. Bless everyone, guide us and lead us in the whole meeting. And I pray for especially peace in the world, global peace and global healing during this difficult situation. I pray for peace during this war situation. I pray for everyone's blessing, Lord. I pray for everyone, every speaker today. I pray for organizer, and we believe we can do everything with your strength. Yes, we can everything with your strength, Lord. So bless us, Lord. Thank you for this beautiful event, and guide us and lead us in the whole event. Bless our people. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
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 So, able excellencies and our honorable ladies and gentlemen, let's begin. But you know, it would be very, very inappropriate if we move further without talking about the lady behind Yes You Can International. So you all know, you're seeing that lady over there. She's smiling at us, she's observing, and she says to everyone, keep learning, keep growing, because yes, each and every one of you can. And what do I say about her? They say that strong women simply born. They forge through the challenges of life, and with each challenge, they grow mentally as well as emotionally, moving forward with their head held high and a strength that cannot be denied. A woman who has been through the storms, and yet she has emerged as a survivor and an incredible, magnificent one. Look at her, and you'll know what I'm trying to say. So, able excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking about the brains behind Y.Y.C.I. Yes, You Can International, global inspirational speaker, author, poet, advisor, mindset and transformational coach, relationship coach, youth mentor, author of Yes You Can, and loads of other books, and the founder director at Y.Y.C.I, Global Queen of Inspiration, Her Excellency, Queen Dr. Professor Elizabeth Lucas. So, dearest Queen, Honorable, we will begin with your opening remarks and your presentation.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever we are. I just want to say a big thank you to everyone that has really represent the whole world. We are all leaders, and that is why we are here as a leader, for us to come together and to share how we can move forward, how we can make a change in this world, how we can eradicate all these wars that is going all over the world, especially at this moment where there's trouble in Ukraine and in Russia. So that is why we are gathered together. It's not about our power and it's not about our might, but when we come together, then the Spirit of God will direct us, guide us, build us up, and make us better. Like I said earlier, you can only produce who you are. You can only give what you have. And you can only influence who you are to others. So it all starts from individuals. And it starts from ourselves. Permit me to introduce to you our leaders at Y.Y.C.I International. But first of all, let me welcome every one of you, all our kings and queens, our leaders, honorables, excellency, prime ministers, head of states, ambassadors. You are all leaders, and you are all unique and special. And that is why we are together. Let me also honor my husband, my king, the one that gave me the power, the strength, the ability to be able to do what I'm doing. His support is very important in my life, because if you don't allow me, I can't do it. And I thank God, the Almighty God, that has given us the strength, the wisdom, the grace to be able to do what we're doing. As I continue, I want to introduce to you our leaders at Y.Y.C.I International, our matrons and our patrons. They are not here with us physically because they are busy, but I can guarantee you that they will join us next month so that we can celebrate together. My husband, the King, Femi Lucas Afolalu, Global Director and Patron of Y.Y.C.I. Our Excellency, Professor Dr. Engineer King Oyenche, Promise Obina, Eze Nkemba, the National President of Nitrogen and the National Patron of Y.Y.C.I UK. Our Excellency Queen Nadia Ariri, Founder and Director of Success World, our matron of Y.Y.C.I International. So I just want to appreciate all what they are doing in our midst. Their support, their wisdom, their courage, their instructions. We appreciate them all. Y.Y.C.I is for empowering our youth. And you might be asking, why am I here? Because we need you as a leader. Whatever you share on this platform, we are learning. So this platform is combination of the present leaders and the future leaders, because we are learning together. They say in my country, Nigeria, where I'm originated from, that both old and new, both old and the young, when they gather together and share their thoughts, it makes life better world. So international is, Yes You Can International is to empower the youth by educating them in the areas of mindset and transformation, for leadership, for entrepreneur, for relationship, employment, opportunities, and education, supporting others that are underprivileged, the vulnerable ones, the women that needs our help, and also the children that needs our help as well. So we gather ourselves together to prepare our mindset for transformation. The theme of this conference is Love Protects. And we are going to share together on this platform on how love protects. So our speakers have chosen 3 topics, very important topics. So I want you to open your heart and listen. And some that are going to share, you share from your heart. Sorry, there will be no slides on this occasion because we are talking about personal development. So we are going to be sharing on communication, forgiveness, and kindness, because they are very, very important. So let me not waste your time today and just hand over to our global moderator, Ambassador Aika Mahaja, to continue with this event. Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. That was wonderful and very enlightening and enriching at the same time. And it was a good reiteration that we will be discussing on 3 important topics today under the main theme of love protects. Number 1, communication. Number 2, kindness. Number 3, forgiveness. And now I would like to invite onto the virtual.
Can I quickly jump in, please?
Yes, please.
Professor Queen Caroline is here. If she wants to quickly.
All right.
Yes.
So,
Professor, I think is joining. Did you see her?
She's joining?
Yes, she's joining. Okay. Because
so she needs to leave. All right. So
yes.
Professor B.J.E. Caroline is with us now. And I would like to request her to come forward and say a few words. And I think she's going to be talking about forgiveness. But before that, let me tell you a little about the wonderful, charismatic Professor V.J. Elizabeth Caroline. She is a professor of English, a counseling psychologist. She is the chairman of the Life Foundation and also Vishwa Bharati Royal Council of Humanity. She's a humanitarian. She is a person, a beautiful soul who truly believes in spreading and making this world a beautiful place to be in. So Professor Caroline, we are eagerly waiting to hear from you on the topic of forgiveness, because they say that to err is human, but to forgive is truly divine. Professor V.J. Elizabeth Caroline.
Thank you, ma'am. Welcome, ma'am. I'm sorry I joined very late because of some lab exams. I have to stay back in the college. So just now I reached. You can see me, I didn't even fresh up. So I joined this program. The topic is forgiveness, which is very important topic which is very much should know and understand about the topic forgiveness, which is very important. Everyone has to accept the word forgiveness in their life. Forgiveness, if we do not accept forgiveness, that means if we do not forgive others, when we take to our heart the grudges, then the negativeness and some kind of negative feeling in our heart and mind, it is going to affect our life. In our day-to-day life, we observe that we will be abused or we will be said a negative word about us, and some negative things we will be hearing about us, we will be upset. Sometimes we notice people will be abused emotionally, physically, mentally. They will be in traumatic situation. But still, I say, don't take revenge on anyone. Don't take revenge on anyone. So when we take revenge, when we think about vengeance, when we think about negativeness, when we want to harm anyone, I say that it is not going to harm the person who has abused us, or who has created harm us, who has created some negative feeling in our heart and mind. They will not be afflicted or affected much. But I say the vengeance or the conflicts we have developed in our mind, when we do not forgive them for their act, we will be tortured much. Because as a psychologist, I can say that people who carry on the vengeance, who carry on the negativeness about others, we say that we are right, they harmed us. But when we try to affect them, we will be physically, mentally weak. We will be affected very badly. So, as we know the probe, when we show one index finger to others, the rest of the fingers will be shown to us. So here, I'm not that we are pointing out someone, but let them harm. If their character is harming others, let them harm. But let us forgive them. Because when we carry on the character of forgiveness, we will be happy. The person who forgive others for their sin or for bad character or whatever they are harming us, if we forgive them, we are the only the happiest persons on this earth. We will be very happy and joyful. We will be stress-free. But when we carry on the vengeance in our heart and mind, we will be suffering with so many psychological disorders. We will be affected with the heart related health issues will be developed in our heart. So, and the psychological this research has shown that the people will be post-traumatic stress disorders. They will be suffering with post-traumatic stress disorders that will occur generally who are emotionally and psychologically affected very badly. But carrying on the vengeance or speaking about others in a negative way, that will be affecting our health, our happiness, our joy, our peace of mind. We'll be losing our peace of mind. Is that essential? So a leader, I always feel that a leader should forgive others. A leader should be more compassionate. Being compassionate is very, very important. So let us forgive others for their wrongly act and be peaceful with great health, great happiness, great joy, and definitely we will be the prosperous people on this earth and will remain as a great leaders. So this I would like to say, let us transform ourselves with forgiveness. Even great leaders and spiritual gods, they also taught us to forgive others. Even Jesus, the when he was crucified, he thought about only the people, and he did not speak against of the people who has committed crime on him and they have crucified. He never said, you have crucified me. So he said that, please forgive God, Lord, please forgive them. So that we have to take up in our heart and let us forgive the people who abuse us or harm us and remain the happiest person on this earth. Thank you, Queen Elizabeth Lucas, for giving me this opportunity to speak on forgiveness and giving me opportunity to be the leader. And my words bring a great transformation in the minds of people who look at us, observe us. So thank you very much, HH, for giving this opportunity. Thank you once again, and also forgive me for the late joining. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Over to you, Dr. Aika.
Thank you, thank you. You know, Professor Caroline, when you were speaking, there was this quote, that Oprah Winfrey said some time back, where she said that, true forgiveness is when one can say to the one who probably was a little nasty towards him or her, that thank you for that experience. And you were so right when you said that when we forgive a person, it will give you happiness. Otherwise, we will just carry along with us a lot of negativity. Wonderful thoughts shared. And yes, it was a huge learning experience. Once again, a big, big thank you. Gratitude from the heart. And now moving on, able excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I would now like to call on this virtual stage His Excellency, Sir Ambassador Dr. Femi Afolalu, who is husband of Dr. Elizabeth, father of her 2 children, civil servant of UK government, entrepreneur, author of the Wisdom Book, co-founder of Love, Relationship, Family Consortium. Not only that, he is the senior citizen of the United Kingdom, the King of Love, global director of Yes You Can International, patron of Yes You Can International, deacon of KICC, chief and elder of Afolalu's family of Ilawe Ekiti, Nigeria, a strong man and greatest supporter to the African Queen of the Universe, director, CEO of Y.Y.C.I, giant wise man behind all her success. The most attractive thing about the king is what he says he's going to do. He definitely does that. So now I invite our honorable king to say a few words to us and inspire us, and also guide our minds towards thinking towards a huge transformation, a positive transformation. Over to you, dearest king.
Good evening, good morning. I greet every one of you, especially the moderator. Thank you for all that you have been doing, and everyone that present on this August occasion. We really appreciate every one of you by coming to this occasion, taking time to come and elaborate and come and tell us what you know about those topics. It's a great privilege to be among you. It's a big privilege to speak in this occasion as well. And I really appreciate everybody for one thing or the other, your contribution, your standing before Yes You Can International, and all those that have been really contributing one thing or the other. Thank you very much. It is my privilege to say something about communication at this very occasion. And communication is one of the most important things that we need to relate to. Because in every family, there's communication. In every society, there's communication. Wherever we find ourselves, there must be communication. I will just briefly definition of communication, which goes thus. Communication is a various system used for sending messages, electronics, information sources as radio, television, telephone, and computer networks. And this is modern society. We receive communication in various ways, which is very, very important. And as far as this 21st century is concerned, development about communication is every day. What you understand yesterday will be different from what you understand today because of the importance and the great power what communication really means. Communication are also the exchange of information and expression of feeling that you can resort in understanding. As I'm speaking now, I'm communicating to everybody in my own way. So people will understand it in a different way, but it's still better for them. As a result of that, communication is very, very important. If there's, let's take for granted there's no communication, how is the life going to be? How is the world going to be? I just keep what I have in mind. No, I can't speak to anybody. Nobody can speak to me. It means that is old age life. And we don't want that. And that is the reason why we believe that communication is very, very important. What if there's, let's take for granted, if there's a breakdown of communication in a small society, like husband and wife, how do you think there's going to be any progress? No. Because the moment there's no progress, we cannot express ourselves with each other. We don't know where we are going. We don't talk. We don't do anything as far as communication is concerned. The progress will be very, very limited. It's the same thing in our working place, in a big entrepreneur. Part of their process or part of their complementary things is communication. Communication within the staff is very important, and communication to the public in form of advertisement. Because when you go there and advertise, you advertise, everybody cannot be speaking, but we have to choose something that we tell people that this is what we are doing, and that is advertisement communication. I will just make some points, some type of communication. There are many, but because of the time, I will just speak little about them. Corporate communication. This is the way a company gives the public and its employee information about its aims and what it is doing. Therefore, effective corporate communications is essential in order to maintain the company's reputation in the market. What do I mean, Ambassador? What I mean is that communication within the community, within the established organization, it is very, very important to talk to their staff. It is very, very important to talk wide. And how can they talk wide? It's through advertisement. And that is the way it has to be. There is also channel communication, a system or method that is used to communicating with others. What I'm doing now is communicating. I can write, I can speak. If it is far to me, if I don't have all these means, I can write a letter and send it abroad. But we thank God that we have this type of system this time around, that we can express ourselves one way or the other. This is communication. And communication is very, very important as far as family is concerned, especially to our children. Because when we communicate, when we correct them, when we give them advice, these are communication. And the communication in that respect is positive or negative. But as far as communication, the one that is very important is to be positive. Is, for instance, if I advise you that, okay, go and do this thing for me, and you do it, and you see the end result, that result is great, is achieved, that is positive communication. which I believe that either in an organization, either in a family, or wherever we find ourselves, we should be able to speak something about public positive communication. And there's another one, which is laptic communication, ways of communicating using touch rather than words, expression, signs. A handshaking or pat on the back is an example of haptic communication. I can just touch somebody, or I can shake him, or I can hug him. It's part of communication. Signs as well, because there are some people they can hear, but they cannot talk. And you do a sign to them. That's part of communication. Communication is very, very important. As we are saying it, it's one of the most important things that we need to engage ourselves to. Because I believe that where there's communication, there's progress, and individual will be able to express ourselves. What do you have in mind? Or what is your thought about this project? Or what do you want to do concerning this situation? But then communication is very, very important. And I thank every one of you. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, communication is one of the most important human beings needs to engage with others, either moral or written. Anywhere we go in the world, outside our family, we still need communication, because it's an expression of mind. It's an expression of what you have in mind to tell other people that this is my idea to you. Thank you very much, and God bless you all. Thank you.
Much gratitude, dearest King. That was so wonderful. And yes, you truly said it all, that good communication is actually a bridge between confusion and clarity. When there is good communication, all the confusion just wipes away. What remains is clarity and good relationships and a good feeling of love. And love that protects, love that makes us feel confident, and love that makes us feel happy. Thank you so much. It is always very energizing and rejuvenating listening to you. Thank you so much, dearest King. Now we know why the Queen always feels so inspired, because she has the support of such a powerful and inspirational leader like you. So thank you so very much once again. And now, ladies and gentlemen, able excellencies, let's move forward. And now I would like to invite onto the virtual stage, we have with us His Royal Highness Professor Dr. Mario Lucero and Dr.
Sorry, Dr. Carr, sorry to that. I think we omit one line. Can our moderators introduce themselves, please, before? We want to know.
All right. So let me tell you a little bit something about myself. I am Alka Mahajan. I like being known for my uniqueness, unstoppable quality, and the ubiquitous element, that is attached to me. I always believe that it's a good idea to dare and dream and dream and dare. Because once you always try to walk on the path not taken, there is huge and huge growth. I am the communication director of Yes You Can International, thanks to our Queen and King. I am the founder and CEO of Chilparco International, academician. I am a leadership coach, a communication coach. I'm a radio and television presenter. I am a columnist, and I'm also a psychotherapist. And I also happen to be the Global Master Trainer and Ambassador of All India Educators Forum. So that was just a little bit about me, sweet as sugar and spicy as pepper. And I would like to invite my brother, my fellow moderator or program chair for the evening, Dr. Dwivedi, to a little bit about himself. Dr. Dwivedi?
So thank you so much, Dr. Alka. It was such a fabulous listening to you. I hope I can learn something from you. So Your Excellencies, dearest Queen and King, my gratitude and thank you for giving me opportunity to be the moderator for today's session. And all my fellow brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen, ambassadors and prince and kings, very good evening. Namaskar. This is Dr. Toshendra Dwivedi. I'm a co-moderator to Dr. Alka, trying to learn a lot of skills from her because she's a communication expert. So I'm Dr. Toshendra Dwivedi, and I'm a senior assistant professor of applied psychology in Delhi NCR's university. It is named as Amity University, and I'm also national trainer to Election Commission of India. We train all the gazetted officers across the different states of India. And I'm also National Wellness Coordinator to India COVID Action Network and a General Secretary to Y.Y.C.I, with the blessings of Her Excellency Queen Elizabeth. And I also am a writer, psychotherapist, and life skill coach and a counselor. So this was my brief introduction. And more than else, I feel proud, privileged to be associated with this family of Yes You Can, and trying to learn a lot from Alka ma'am, Her Excellency Queen, Madam, and King. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity.
Well, that was amazing. That was and amazing. And I'm sure that dearest Queen and King will vouch for that we also have a lot to learn from you, Dr. Dwivedi. And yes, it's going to be an enjoyable experience today moderating the entire show with you. So with Queen's permission, King's permission, may we proceed now, dearest Queen? May I invite our next speaker?
Yes, please. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And yes, I was talking about our next speaker all the way from the Philippines, one of my favorite countries, because for 4 long years, and I know Tagalog. I am talking about Dr. Mario C. Lucero, who is an expert in educational leadership and management, curriculum and instruction, human resources, commercial art, ICT, research, business. In fact, he's an international world record holder because of the poetry that he wrote during the COVID times. And he is the global poet of humanity with so many honorary doctorates to his credit. Mabuhay, Dr. Mario C. Lucero, welcome. And he is also the founder and director of LEAD Philippines. Mabuhay once again.
Yeah, thank you so much, Ma'am Aika, for that generous introduction. Of course, I'd like to thank Professor Dr. Queen Elizabeth Lucas and also her king for inviting me to speak in this platform on transformational leadership. We have great people tonight, this afternoon, and we also have great facilitators, moderators headed by Ma'am Alka and Dr. Dwivedi. Okay, and I'm very much honored that I've chosen a particular topic, which is close to my heart, and this is what I call forgiveness. Of course, I know Dr. Caroline emphasized something about forgiveness a while ago, but these are some of my insights on the concept of forgiveness. So forgiveness means different things to different people. So forgiveness would mean different to babies, to young ones, to teens, okay, to mature persons, to those who are professional, for those who are also not educated. So it has different levels of how do we understand forgiveness, but it involves a decision, okay, to let go of resentment and thoughts of revenge. Okay, so I would just like to highlight some important concepts, okay, about forgiveness. So this is to let go resentment and thoughts of revenge. Okay, the act that hurt. Okay, so it's about hurting or offensive. Something that offended you might always be there. Okay, but forgiveness can lessen its grip in you and help you probably construct, okay, and probably put the person have harmed you, okay. So when you let go of the feeling, you'll be able to forget the person who have harmed you, have hurt you. But it's just easy to say, but it's difficult sometimes to do that. Now, some psychologists say and define forgiveness as conscious, deliberate, or to release the feelings of resentment. So we are releasing the feelings of resentment, or we are releasing the feelings of vengeance towards a person or group harm you. So there's always this particular act of harming, okay, act of hurting the people, regardless of whether they are actually deserve your forgiveness. So this group of people now have harmed you will try to think whether they deserve your forgiveness. So let's try to look into the etymology of the word. So we have 3 syllables, we have 4, give and ness. So I think the root word there is give. And what will you give? Okay. So something that you have to let go to that particular feeling. So it does not mean forgetting. So forgiveness does not mean forgetting, nor does it mean condoning or excusing others. Okay. But forgiveness, according to the Bible, is correctly understood as God's promise not to probably count our sins against others. So we don't count the sins against other people who hurt us. So biblical forgiveness requires, okay, forgiveness on the past. So we have to forget something that an act that had cost you, maybe you have hurt in the past, okay, and turning away from the old title, which we call the sin, and faith in Jesus Christ. So if you would look at forgiveness in the concept of how the Bible would define is, of course, it's just moving on and forget about the past. Now, so to close, of course, my sharing about forgiveness, there are 7 steps to true forgiveness. Okay? And what does it mean? Number 1 is that acknowledge the hurt. The first step is you have to acknowledge the hurt. You have to acknowledge that being hurt by other person. You have to acknowledge that you are being harmed by other person, whether in words, whether it's verbal abuse or physical abuse or any other forms of hurting people. That's the first step. You acknowledge it. The second is consider how the hurt affected you. How were you affected by the words? How were you affected by physical abuse? How were you affected by the emotional abuse? And then next step, the third step is accept. Accept that you cannot change the past. Accept that it happened, that you cannot change that one anymore, that the person had hurt you. And then the fourth one is you determine whether or not you forgive. When you are able now to acknowledge, to consider hurt, to accept, you now determine whether or you will forgive. And the fifth one is repair. So after forgiving, there is a process of repairing what has been hurt. And then I think number 6 is learning from those particular experiences. You learn from it and then you let go by forgiving. So always remember that the 7 steps to forgiveness is acknowledgement, consider, you accept, you determine, you repair, you learn, and then you forgive. So that's all tonight, and I hope I have shared something for you about forgiveness. Thank you so much.
Awesome, that was wonderful. That was. Kamanga Manga, Dr. Mario. As always, I love the way you give those points because, whenever you give a presentation coming from the heart, you have your points in place, which gives a lot of clarity and which makes everyone really understand what you're trying to tell us. And plus, it doesn't go haywire. You're you take it towards a particular direction, one thought following the next one in order. So, everything becomes crystal clear in our mind and it becomes huge, huge learning experience.
Thank you so
So,
much.
once again, Maraming Salamat, you are
Wow.
awesome always.
Maraming salamat. Maraming salamat.
And,
Thank you. Thank
Namaste.
you.
and
Thank
thank
you
you
so
so
much.
much.
Namaste.
Thank you so much, Professor
Yes.
Mario, our country
Yes.
director of Philippines. Thank
Yes.
you so much. And
Thank
we've
you.
learned some few points from your speech today. Thank you. We appreciate you, sir.
May I move on, dearest Queen?
So I think the next one will be, you can check, but the next one is not
Professor
here.
Charles.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why we go on to Professor Charles. So, ladies and gentlemen, able excellencies, now I have this wonderful human being who always has a smile on his face, which is very, very, infectious. The moment you see his smile, you also want to smile along, no matter what problem you're going through. So, ladies and dearest excellencies, I am talking about Chaplain, Professor, Dr. Ambassador, Commandant General Charles Eboria. He is a wonderful being, and recently I saw him writing some nice things for me on my Facebook, and I was like on top of the world. So thank you so much, dearest Professor Charles. And not only that, he's an insurer, he's a motivator, he's a peace and chaplain ambassador. And I think the world needs so much of peace. If only people understood that love is a beautiful feeling and the use of hatred when there is so little time to love. I think this is what we need to remind ourselves, and we have our Professor Charles to tell us more. He will be talking to us about kindness. There you go, Professor Charles. Welcome.
Thank you very much, able moderator, one of the best in town. God want to strengthen you. And I thank God for our able Africa Queen and the husband. They have been doing a lot of work, and God going to protect them. Today is a special day for every one of us. God want to bless us with this word. The theme, love protects, vis-a-vis, communication, forgiveness, and kindness. I want to talk on kindness. Kindness can be transformed. Someone can transform someone's dark moments with a breeze of light. You will never know how much your caring matters. Make a difference for someone's today. Kindness is in psychology, is when one is performing act of generosity. It boasts happiness and well-being, and is even linked to physical health benefits, including lower blood pressure. Kind people are gentle and patient with those who need help. They have the ability to be present in any situation and offer a listening ear, warm smile, and an encouraging word. When needed. Kindness can come with us on the streets. Kindness is good thing to give you feelings of satisfaction and well-being and cause the pleasure or reward center in your brain to light up and make your body naturally play killer to be released. Kindness. When we practice kindness, we can experience positive mental and physical changes through lowering stress levels and increasing the body production of feeling good hormones. Kindness changes person's life because It has been shown to increase self-esteem, empathy, and compassion. Also improve person's mood. Kindness decrease blood pressure and stress hormones, which directly impacts stress level. People who practice kindness tend to be healthier and live longer. Benefit of kindness: it boosts your immune system. It is good for your heart. It can reduce anxiety, helps you build your village, gives you a sense of control, gives you a break. We all need kindness. How can you develop kindness? By being appreciative. Smile always. A true smile, not fake smile. Be kind to yourself. How can you be kind to yourself? By apologizing when you lose temper and forgive when you offend anyone or somebody offend you. Be kind to yourself, to the people closest to you. Keep a kindness journal. Decide to be kind. Each morning, tell yourself that you will focus on being kind. Kindness increase your awareness. Tell others the need to be kind. You yourself must be kind. By start noticing kindness, it's all around you. If you just look for it and raise your awareness level of others around you, you will begin to notice the kindness of others. Note, kindness is contagious, and that little act of graciousness you provide to someone else will most likely spread to others in a pay it forward way. Note, there is a difference between nice and kind. Niceness involves doing something that is pleasing and agreeable. Kindness is doing something that is helpful to others and that comes from the place of benevolence. Note, kindness has the power to transform lives. When you are kind to someone, it has a ripple effect. Example of kindness: random act of kindness, giving compliments, giving gifts, saying kind words, showing gratitude, doing an act of service for somebody else, being respectful, noticing good things that others do, giving your time to someone else. Note, kindness makes you most beautiful in the world, no matter what you look like. Kindness is always fashionable and welcome. Kindness and politeness are not overrated at all. Kindness is the best way to heal yourself. Change the world by being yourself. Love for all, hate for none. Every moment is a fresh beginning. Never regret anything that make you smile. Die with memories, not dreams. Aspire to inspire before you expire. Be kind and compassionate to one another. Forgiving each other, just as Christ, God, forgive you. 5 times Jesus taught us about kindness. Healing the leper, 1. Dying with the sinner, 2. Preaching to the Gentile, 3. Showing compassion to the sick, 4. Forgiving those who haunt you, who haunt him. Finally, kindness is contagious. Little act of graciousness you provide to someone else will most likely spread to others in a pay it forward way. Yes, God protects. Without God in our life, we cannot show kindness. We cannot communicate. We cannot forgive. Yes, of course, love protects. Thank you very much. God will come to bless us for your listening. And the good Lord who has called us, there will be peace all over the world. Irrespective of what is going on there, I am telling you there will be peace. God is in control and God will come to bless us. Thank you very much.
And thank you very much to you, Professor Charles. That was amazing and to the point. And I love the words that you said, that kindness is infectious and it makes you the most beautiful person on planet Earth. And it is so fashionable that it never goes out of style. And he who plants kindness gets a lot of kindness in return. Wow, it was absolutely an incredible talk coming right from the heart. And now we understand the reason what makes you so wonderful and beautiful, your kindness. Thank you so much. That
Thank
was
you.
indeed wonderful, wonderful.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Dearest Queen, may I proceed?
Yes, please.
Okay. Now we have another very impressive, incredible, inspirational leader. He is His Highness Ambassador Professor M.I. Zargar. He's an advocate and he has a way with words, you know. But today he will be talking to us about kindness, you know, the importance. I'm sorry, he will be talking to us about, I think I said the wrong one. I'm so sorry. Dearest Queen, I think it was Ambassador Professor Buhari. Yes, I am so sorry for that faux pas that I made. But yes, so sorry, Advocate M.I. Zargar, but I'll call you on next. But before you, we have with us Ambassador Professor Buhari Issa, and he will be talking to us about forgiveness, another incredible educational leader. May we have you and may we listen to what you have to share with us on your topic of forgiveness. Ambassador Buhari Issa, please. I do see you.
Thank you very much. Can you see me?
Yes, we can.
Okay. Greeting of peace with much respect. Salam, shalom. His Excellency, His Royal Highness, peace advocate, human rights activist, diplomatic agent, distinguished delegate invited, ladies and gentlemen. The noted theologian Hans Kohn once said, there will be no peace among the nations without peace among the religions, and no peace among the religions without dialogue and among the religions. And there will be no serious dialogue among the religions without common ethical standards. I am delighted to present at this international conference of Y.Y.C.I International in the year 2022. And I will make a paper on forgiveness. Psychologists generally define forgiveness as a conscious, deliberate decision to release feeling of resentment or vengeance toward a person or group who have harmed you, regardless of whether they actually deserve you or not. So the power of forgiveness, almost everyone has experienced being wronged by someone. It could be a former co-worker, friend, or family member, but hanging onto the negative feeling can do great harm to your health. Forgiving a person who has wronged you is never easy. Are you with me? Forgiving a person who has wronged you is never easy, but dwelling on those events and revealing them over and over can fill your mind with the negative thoughts and suppress anger, says Dr. Taylor Bendwell, coordinator of the Initiative of Health, Religion, and Spirituality at the Harvard 10th School of Public Health. When you learn to forgive, you are no longer trapped. by the first action of others and can finally feel free. What is the benefit of forgiveness? Forgiveness brings a kind of peace that helps you go with life. Effect of forgiveness. Studies have found that act of forgiveness can reap huge rewards for your health, lowering the risk of heart attack, improving cholesterol levels and sleep, reducing pain, reducing blood pressure, reducing level of anxiety, depression, and stress. Finally, forgiveness brings the forgiver of mind that will free him and corrosive anger on him. So we should forgive one another. Remember, goodwill like a good name is got by many action and lost by one. So for you to acquire what to require, you must continue to inspire, not to inspire. And you must continue to refer, not to retard, so that if you cannot run, if you cannot run, walk. If you cannot walk, crawls, by all means, keep moving on. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to say such words in this capacity. Thank you very much.
That was one.
Wow.
Sorry, dearest Queen.
Sorry.
Yes.
For the first time you're coming to this platform and you just meet up the right time. I want to appreciate you, sir. I know you're very, very busy. And I'm sure you are on your way to another meeting somewhere.
Sure.
So thank you. We really appreciate you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. It's my great pleasure.
Over to you, Dr. Aika.
Yes, indeed, that was wonderful. And, as very rightly pointed out by Ambassador Professor Y.Y.C.I, that, it takes a lot of courage to face and overcome powerful emotions. But yes, with the right mindset, one can always do it. So I think that is what we're trying to be talking about. That is what we're learning from one another today at this Yes, You Can International Leadership Transformational Conference. Well, thank you once again, Professor. You were absolutely amazing. And thank you so much for being part and we being enriched by your powerful words. Thank you so much. And with the Queen's permission, I would like to move on to our next speaker. And our next able excellency is Advocate Zargar. Advocate Zargar will be talking to us about kindness, where he would be reiterating that no matter how small an act of kindness you do, but it always pays in the end to be kind to people because it gives you feeling that you have done something worthwhile and it just puts a smile on your face. So welcoming Ambassador Professor Zargar. A big welcome to you, Professor Zargar. Professor, you need to unmute yourself, please.
Maybe there is some internet issue, I think.
Yeah, I'm also thinking that there is some internet issue. And if that be the case, then I think let's just move on to our next speaker. I think Dr. Aruna is also not there. I don't see her. So we go on to the next one. Ambassador Augustine. Is Ambassador Augustine there? Wonderful. I see you. A big welcome to you, Ambassador Augustine. And I know you will be talking to us about forgiveness. So we are eagerly waiting to hear you. And I guess I'm going to be hearing, and most of us are hearing you for the first time. So please, the virtual stage is yours.
Thank you very much. I hope you are hearing me clearly.
Yes, very clear, very clear.
I greet everyone, especially the African Queen. I can see my good brother, Charles Eforia, one of my mentors, because I look at his life also, I want to emulate him in all that he's doing. I am grateful to be here this afternoon and about to talk about forgiveness. As a family therapist, or as a therapist and as a counselor for many years, this very topic, the topic is a topic of 3 hours, though you say 5 minutes. I'm going to put it to meet up with the time.
Okay.
By the talk of forgiveness, here I am holding all the Christians. Let me talk of the Christians because they know exactly forgiveness.
Can I ask your permission, sir, Dr. Anogu?
Yeah.
We call on advocate, and because he has problem with the connection, and now he's trying to speak. Can I ask your permission, please, to allow him to finish?
Hello.
Yes, you can speak now, sir.
Okay, good evening from India. Myself, Advocate Y.Y.C.I Patnami. I'm the Supreme Court Advocate and also I'm Director General of National Human Rights Social Justice Council of India. First of all, I appeal to all world community leaders today. For you are also world level leaders. We appeal to United Nations to restore peace in Ukraine and also Russia. This is the very essential for our leadership because we appeal to United Nations and world community leaders, and you also appealed the whole world community to restore peace Ukraine and Russia countries. This is not good for the our societies, and we whole world is suffering this time. First of all, we will. I thank us to Professor Elizabeth Quinn. And other eminent social leaders who are organizing such a great seminars and leadership conference to aware the world what we have to do for the humanity and the peace mission. Now today's my topic is the kindness. Kindness is a very important point for all our leadership. If we will give kindness, we will give a good awareness, we will give a every systematic transparency and issueness of the kindness, we will get a boost in throughout the world, because kindness is the unique word for whole the world. If we will use kindness for every human being, every country for such elaboration and impression pushers, so that we will get a beautiful world for our social services and humanity services. And kindness, we have to give every human being a very good kindness, and we have to give him best concept of the awareness. How to we forgive the others, how to we provide the systematic sophistication and elimination and wonderful systematic push to other human being. This is a very good subject today. I appreciate it, all the world leaders who are present in this conference. And especially, I am highly thankful for Professor Dr. Elizabeth Quinn and other, my friend Dr. Charles, my friend Bohori, and my friend Dr. Anmol, and rest of others who are present in this World Conference. I will salute to everybody and thanking so kind of you. Good night.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir. Advocate Zargar, thank you so much. And you're welcome to this great platform. And we look forward to be seeing you more regularly so that we can keep talking until we see transformation.
In your entire platform.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Very soon, I will invite you all big leaders in India for participation in a good conference.
Yes, thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. So kind of. Okay, welcome.
Wow.
Over to
wonderful.
you, Doctor.
Thank you so much. And that was wonderful, very impressive indeed, Advocate Zargar, and very powerful, meaningful words that actually touch the heart. And I think you're speaking exactly from the heart, and it's really touching, and it's very impressive. And I'm sure that your invitation to everyone over here for a conference brought a huge, big smile to everyone's face, because everyone is dying to meet one another personally, if possible. Well, thank you so much. A big, big thank you to you. And yes, thank you. And let's move on to our Ambassador Anagwu. Ambassador Anagwu, maybe continue with the wonderful things that you were telling us about.
And
Okay,
thank you so much for your patience.
Your voice has a
Thank you
very
so
soothing
much.
effect.
Thank you.
Your voice
Thank
has
you
a
very
very
much.
soothing effect.
Okay.
Okay, as I was saying before, my friend Zargar coming, I want to appreciate everybody. And then let me go straight to the point about forgiveness. All the religious, wherever they may be, God will hold everybody responsible because of any havoc caused by unforgiveness. The opposite of forgiveness is unforgiveness. And the more especially the Christians, because we used to recite the prayer, we say our Lord's Prayer. And in our Lord's Prayer, one thing we used to utter is, forgive us as we forgive those who offended us, which means anybody that lies before the presence of God, the scripture says that it is a fearful thing to fall in the hand of God. So forgiveness is not a plead from God, but it is a command. It is a must. Unless you don't want to continue living. You know, the religious, all of us, we are aspiring for heaven. And nobody has got to heaven and know how God and heaven is like. But whatever we meet on earth, show us how we are going to attain the heaven. If you fail to forgive somebody, maybe you are a religious man, you are trying to prove your religiosity, and then you hate somebody and you don't want to forgive that very person. What about when you go to heaven and see the person? Two of you cannot share the same heaven, you know. So the person that failed to forgive is not a candidate of heaven. And now, psychologically, unforgiveness creates a lot of room for sickness. More especially psychosomatic illness. Is the cause of psychosomatic illness is unforgiveness. And psychosomatic illness is a sickness of mind. It is hard for computer to dictate. Unforgiveness is a cause of depression. And depression killed. High blood pressure killed very faster. Heart attack. 60% of these very sicknesses are caused by unforgiveness. So when you are forgiven, you are not doing favor to the person that you forgive. You are doing favor to yourself, because forgiveness is medicinal. Is a wonderful act of healing to yourself. And remember, if you fail to forgive someone, you are slave to that very person. Because anytime that the person is around, you will never feel free. The cause of war around the whole world now is unforgiveness. Unforgiveness creates room for destruction. And it is the foundation of every family that causes unforgiveness. And unforgiveness from every family bring problem to the world. Let me say that some people don't know and they don't want to dictate their temperament. I know that there are some temperament that can never forgive at all. Unless you know this, you will not heal yourself. So if we are doctors, we're supposed to heal ourselves. So when you say you cannot forgive, you are getting yourself short of blessings of God. And the glory of God will not shine on you. Because you fail to forgive, you are already in darkness. And somebody that is in darkness can never get help. For instance, you fail to forgive someone and you board a flight and you realize that the pilot of that very flight is a person that you don't want to see. Are you going to get down? It means that you are going to stay angry throughout the duration of that very journey, which means you are getting yourself closer to the grave. You fail to forgive someone, and that very person, maybe you have an accident, God forbid, and they take you to the hospital, and you realize that the doctor that is attending to you is your enemy. What do? You die. I met somebody in the hospital, and that very person, I was pleading, I said, please forgive. Because I asked, I said, as a therapist, the first question that I will ask you, is there anybody that you fail to forgive? Someone failed to forgive his mother, her mother. Why? Every unforgiveness have a cause, and you might be right. Whatever may be your judgment, you might you might take it that somebody enjoy you. Yes, it is human being that will enjoy you. And as well as we are in this very world, somebody must enjoy you. But if you want to do yourself better, you will forgive that very person. My mother is now 110 years, and the secret of her longevity is forgiveness. Because she cannot carry anything, even when, no matter whatever you do to her, she will say, go, you are just a small child. She will laugh over it. And that is up to now, the sickness, they say that somebody will not eat certain food, somebody will not eat meat, well, as well as you are 40 years and the rest of them. My mother is even chewing bone now, eating lots of meat, and cannot separate cannot segregate the food that she eats. She can drink anything and she will be happy. 60% of sickness that is disturbing people in this very world now is because of unforgiveness. So my people, so my friends, a girl refused to forgive her mother. Yes, she was right. What is the problem? She said that the mother born her and threw her into dustbin. Another person picked her and they nurtured her and she grew. And because of that she will not forgive the mother. And she was sick of severe headache that refused to be cured. However, she wept and she forgave the mother, and that was the end of that sickness that had taken her to different hospitals. So forgiveness is medicinal, I repeat again. My dear people, if there is forgiveness, there will be no war between Russia and Ukraine. If there is forgiveness, many people will not be in hospital. If there is forgiveness, people will be helped out. Some people have their uncles, their brothers and sisters that are wealthy, but they are wavering in poverty because of what? They refuse to go to the brother and say, please help me, because they are angry with that very person. Anger is a foundation of unforgiveness. And the death is the result of unforgiveness. Thank you very much. I am happy today that the people that hear me will start to forgive, to begin to forgive now. Forgive your husband. Forgive yourself. Forgive God. Some people say, I will not forgive God because he created me to be short. Some say, I will not forgive God because he created me to be yellow. Some people say, I will not forgive God because I am protected. How is God? Where is God when this kind of thing happened to me? God is that very same place that he was when John the Baptist was beheaded and when his son was crucified on the cross of Calvary. He's still there. He never changed.
Thank
And
you.
he never changed
Thank you.
because of you.
Thank
So
you.
you better forgive so that you may live.
Amen.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you so much. Thank you so much, sir. I know if we give you 10 hours, you will pour out all your because forgiveness is really the key. It's really this very strong topic. And I know that every one of us, we are ready to say something about this forgiveness because when we forgive, we transform our lives. When we forgive, we release ourselves. When we forgive, we have freedom. And when we forgive, we live. Like my honorable have said, his own mom lived long just because she has learned to let go. So it's very, very important. Thank you very much for sharing. Thank you. Over to you, sir. Over to you, Dr. Aka.
Thank you, thank you. And yes, indeed, it was wonderful listening to you and your story about your mother. And yes, forgiveness is medicine. So if one needs to forgive others, not only because they deserve it, but because one deserves peace and good health. So thank you once again. It was indeed very enriching and wonderful, as our Queen also rightly said. So moving forward, we have with us, I did see Ambassador Muhammad Ali Jallo. Ambassador Muhammad, you are there? Yes, there you are.
Yes, I'm here.
And yes, we are waiting and eager to hear from you, dearest Ambassador, about the topic, one of my favorite topics, communication. Communication that can change lives completely, and one's perception, not only about oneself, but about the entire world. So I should not speak, but we would love to listen from you. So it's over to you, Ambassador Muhammad Ali.
Thank you very much, moderator, for having me. First, I want to say thanks to everyone on the platform. I am very much, I feel really blessed to be here. I also want to extend my sincere gratitude to the Queen herself, Professor Elizabeth, who is my able mentor, who's done a lot and, for people and also myself towards the right direction. And I also want to thank Hakim for giving us all the opportunity to learn from, and then all the speakers on the platform so far. It's been an amazing conference. I must go straight to the topic, communication. To explain the term better, communication is the exchanging of information by speaking or writing or other ways or forms of communication. For example, now in the modern world, there are computers, there is internet, there's so many ways, TVs for us to communicate. But I must say, it was once said by Peter Shepard that communication is the solvent of all problems, and it is the foundation for personal development. Keywords, the solvent of all problems. In other words, it's basically, it plays a major role in solving so many problems that the world faces today. Interpersonal relationship is, as you know, some relationships have been destroyed as a result of lack of communication or clear communication. And another thing that you should also be aware about is the personal development aspect of it. Like, it plays a huge role in your personal development, because it helps you with it brings out the superpower in each and every one of us. So if I would give example, I like to basically always give example to my own self and a life story, so people could relate more instead of highlighting something else, a story that happened to me. So a year and a half ago, almost 2 years ago, I met with the able ambassador, the able mentor, the Queen Elizabeth somewhere. And for days, I keep passing through and saying hello, hi, but I never really communicated my intentions or problem, for example. So we used to say hello to each other, but there was one day I was so stressed with the situation that I needed someone to speak to. And I walked up to her and I said, hello, ma'am, my name is Muhammad Ali, and I've been working here for a couple of months, but I feel like I've got more potential than just to be at this particular job. Is there any opening or something that you can help with? Just to let you know, in case you hear about anything, I will definitely be in need. And she took that down. She noted that down. Since that day, I would say my life changed. My life totally changed since that day, because after that day, she kept telling me, hang in there. This is not your final bus stop. There is so many things that God is keeping for you. Don't forget, you're going to be great. So moving from that angle, after a couple of months from that day, she basically created so many opportunities for me, including recommending me to an organization to be an ambassador, and also made me an ambassador for Y.Y.C.I International. So I communicated my passion about helping young people, especially through sports, because I'm a basketball player, which is what I've done for over 10 years. And then I motivate young people as well. So for me, I brought that example to make you understand that it was communication, a clear communication, that made that happen. If I had been quiet when I walked past through her every single day without communicating my problem or my potential, I would never have reached to where I am. That time, a year and a half ago, almost 2 years ago, I was pushing cages in a hospital by passing by her every day. Fast forward to now, I'm a senior occupational therapy assistant. So the transformation has been very great. So in order for me not to keep us long, I want to inspire each and every one of us to pass on the message, especially to young people, that communication is paramount. Another quotation from Tony Gaskins, who is also a motivational coach, he said, good communication is the bridge between confusion and clarity. So the bridge between something that is clear and something that has confusion is communication. So I'm asking each and every one of us to be very clear about communicating what we want. There's also a Chinese proverb that says, he who asks is a fool for 5 minutes. He who does not ask is a fool forever. So asking is basically communicating what you want to know. And it works for both people at both ends. So if I communicate to you clearly and you hear and understand what I said, you respond to it, there could be that level of understanding there. So let us not underrate the power of communication, because that is what gives us the motivation or the way in order for us to basically build our personal development. That is very much of importance. So ladies and gentlemen, I want us all to embrace communication, be more clear about what we want, and ask especially God for things, because communication does not work only between human beings. The major communication is between God and man, and he is the one who blesses us all with things and opportunities. So the first thing you have to do, even with God, you have to be very clear about what you ask for, about prayers. You just can't come and say, God, God, please, I pray, protect me. Be clear. That is why we all are encouraged to pray in our own languages. If you speak Hindu or you speak French or Arabic, you communicate in your own language or your local language. God understands that. So let us all embrace communication, use it as a tool for personal development, because this is what has helped me reach to where I am now. And I am using my communication techniques and skills to reach out to people out there via my own platform to motivate them about how to develop themselves personally. So communication plays an integral part in each and everyone's life. So let us all put hands together and help other people to be very clear about their communication and help each other to move forward. Thank you very much for having me. I appreciate this platform. As always, I am grateful, and God bless you. God bless each and every one of you, and God bless you, our Honorable Queen and King, for having me on this conference. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mohammed. Thank you very much, my ambassador. Thank you very much, our great basketball player. Thank you very much for all the achievements so far. But guess what? What is our language? The best
is yet to come.
And that is not your bus stop. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Over to you, Doctor.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And thank you to Ambassador Muhammad Ali. I mean, the name itself has a powerful impact, Muhammad Ali. And not only that, what you said made a lot of impact, because yes, communication is the tool. And when we ask, we might seem to be a fool for a little while, but if we don't ask, we will be a fool forever. And I'm sure none of us would like to be a fool forever. So very, very a wonderful presentation. That was straight from the heart. Thank you so much. And I didn't know about your basketball playing, but yeah, kudos to you. Keep shining and keep growing forever. So now, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to be taking a little break from you, but don't worry, I'm going to be back. And in the meantime, you will have my brother, my fellow moderator, co-moderator, Professor Ambassador Dr. Toshendra. And Dr. Toshendra will take you through the next few moments of this very powerful conference. And I will see you in a little while from now. You haven't had enough of me yet. I'm going to come back.
So
till then, and it's over to Professor.
Okay, before our next wonderful moderator continues with his expertise, let me first of all do my first announcement.
Oh, yes.
I'm waiting for my prince, if he's still here. Prince Lukman Nuruddin, my personal secretary. Are you here? I'm going to show you the PowerPoint, and then you are the slides, and then you're going to announce. So let me see that. Okay, can you see it?
Yes, it's visible, Your Excellency.
Okay. So, Ambassador Prince, is he there? Or can I just do it? All right, I'll just do it because I don't know where he is now. The next Y.Y.C.I Transformational Leadership Conference will be March 26, 2020, 12 noon at the same time, UK time. And if I believe that we are learning a lot from this platform, from this conference, and that is why we want to continue with that motion of doing it every month. And we've opened the floor for anyone that is interested in speaking during that time, even though there is a process of joining the speakers. So that is number one. Then number two, these are my various books that I have written and published, and they are all available at www.amazon.com or www.amazon.co.uk. Most especially my very lovable book, which is Yes, You Can. And the next one is The Love We Lost. And then the next one is Jesus Change Our Lives. And then the next one is Yes, You Can Mindset. And then the other one is Yes, You Can Nuggets of Wisdom. And I was so opportuned to be featured with my own chapter in the rest of the book, like Tough Roads Create Tough People, The Word of Book of Greatness, and Global Effects of COVID-19. So all these books are available at www.amazon.com, www.elizabethcreations.uk, and www.yesyoucaninternational.com. May I also remind you as well that apart from this conference we're doing, we also are doing other things like Yes You Can Mindset and Transformational Masterclass, where we go in depth. I mean, like today, we can only speak for 5 minutes. But when it comes to us coming together to learn more in depth, we have set up this Yes You Can International Mindset Transformational Masterclass the first Friday and Saturday of every month. For if you are interested in joining to come and learn, the speaker speaks for 30 minutes. So you can see that they're going to express more than just 5 minutes. We also have Yes You Can Authorship Masterclass, as well as Public Speaking Masterclass, Relationship Masterclass, and other programs. There is also Mentorship Online Program section, one-to-one with Dr. Elizabeth Lucas, with other benefits. So I just want to announce this one is about the authorship. We guide you through, even if you have a poem or you have a story and you don't know how to start, you don't know, you are stuck in the middle of writing, or you've written a lot and you want to put it in a form book to generate some incomes from yourself. So we have that service with us. So you can just connect with us. We also have, this is just about what we do in Yes You Can. So we transform lives, relationships, business development, personalities development, inspiration, mentorship, empowerment, and education. And like I said in this place, we help people to change their mindset, because it's one thing to learn. it's another thing to be willing to act. And the only thing that we enforce you or that we encourage you to act is when you yourself change your mindset to you can do it, you can achieve it, and you can become. So we have a system where we can guide you in your mindset and in transformation to start new beginnings. Succeed in any areas of your life, overcoming fears and embrace opportunities, building deeper relationship and be happy, understanding and overcoming to become, and also to overcome emotional traumas. We also manage self, also manage your finances, and also we learn how to, like what we are discussing here today, we learn how to forgive. We learn how to do other things. And it's also a roadmap for our youth because they are the leaders of tomorrow. So we need to guide them. We need to lead them. And we also need to support them. So this is just a little bit of the services that we produce. So that let me rest my breath while you listen to this.
Dr. Elizabeth Lucas is a dynamic and motivation speaker. She is based in the United Kingdom. She is the founder and director of Y.Y.C.I International. She has been invited to several international conferences to speak and lecture. She is an intelligent teacher, author, and she is a mentor to the younger generation. Please subscribe to Y.Y.C.I TV on YouTube to watch her amazing videos. You will be glad you did.
This is just to let you know that there's nothing too difficult for you to do. If we can change, then everything around us will change. Without wisdom, you can't really create wealth. We are in the world of creativity.
So thank you very much.
Hold on, I haven't finished yet.
Yes, please carry on.
Beatskiller.com. This is Beats Killer. Beats Killer. Beats Killer. Beats Killer. Beats Killer. Purchase your tracks today.
So this is, like I said earlier on, this is the master class. The next one is on the 4th and the 5th of March. If you are interested, you can join us and let's learn together. Before I hand over to our wonderful honorable, let me also, I've talked about these workshops. Let me also introduce to you one of the TV that I am partnered with. And if you have any services of conference or events that you want them to cover live, you can join them. Let me show you. So these are their services: professional live streaming, film, documentary, design, business promotion programs, brochure, and flyers. So if you are interested, you can contact me on that number, and then I'll be able to refer you to them, or you can contact them direct. One more thing, I'm also the international broker for this initiative, National Association of Surface Tank Oil and Relator of Nigeria, retailer of Nigeria. So if you're interested, in investing into Africa, most especially Nigeria, oil and gas, then you can contact me and then I'll give you more information. Before I also go, finally, sorry, my honorable ambassador, I would like to use this opportunity to launch a very new initiative that we are doing in Sierra Leone. We have our ambassador that represents Yes You Can International in Sierra Leone. And let me quickly, hold on a second. I'm coming back to that next time. And we call that initiative Yes You Can International National Youth Leadership Network. Sierra Leone chapter will be the first place where we are launching this initiative, because you can agree with me that it is about time we gather all these leaders, especially the youth. We gather them together and we give them the platform to share their views, and we can act and implement some strategies that they bring forth on that platform. So on behalf of Yes You Can International, we want to say thank you to Honorable His Excellency Ambassador Mohamed Selenons Camera. He will be in charge of youth, is the youth ambassador, and he will be in charge of this initiative. And believe me, he's been doing a great job within few weeks that I have appointed him. And here we have the team that will be working with him. We have all the coordinators of all the districts of Sierra Leone chapter. So all these leaders will be working with him. We have about 30 of them from different districts. So I want to say thank you very much for this hard work and this initiative. And I want to release our blessing, because all of us on this platform, we are all leaders. So on behalf of all the leaders on this platform, I launch this organization, I launched this network at Sierra Leone, and I also commissioned the leaders to work together and bring all the youth together, networking, sharing all their gifts and talents and their expertise, and be able to work as a leader effectively. So on behalf of all of us, especially the Y.Y.C.I leaders, the matron, the patron, the directors, we want to commission you to go to this world and do the job. Thank you very much for your availability. And we believe that at the end of it all, we'll be able to extend this initiative to all the country that approach us. So thank you and God bless you. So without wasting any of your time, I hand it over to our Honorable Dr. Toshedra. Did I get it right?
Yes, it's Dr. Toshendra Dwivedi. Thank you
Toshendra,
so much.
yes.
Thank you
Okay.
so much, our dearest queen. No doubt you are a gem of a transformational leader. So we are very grateful for the plethora of opportunities, whether it is your personal development, whether it is your business opportunities, or Lord, our queen and king are always there to provide us with the plethora of opportunities and to play win-win with all the entire world. No doubt, this is the way to gently shake the world in a positive way. We want more role models and more loving peoples like you, our excellency, our queen, Elizabeth Lucas, madam. So this is your co-moderator for the second session, Dr. Toshendra Dwivedi. I really thank my co-moderator and predecessor, Dr. Alka Mahajan, for setting the ball rolling till now and inviting me. She is actually a gem of a moderator. So this is Dr. Toshendra Dwivedi. I will be moderating your session for some time, and then again you will get our own electrifying moderator, Alka Mahajan, madam. So setting the pace right for this transformational leadership workshop, where the theme is Love Protects, I would like to move with our next presenter, And the next topic is on communication. Definitely, communication is the way through which the gist of entire existence is coexistence, and we exist to each other by communicating. A mother tosses her kid, no doubt, even if it is a toddler, he hardly knows how to speak, but still he keeps on giggling and looking into the eyes of a mother in a non-verbal communication, and he feels secure. So the communication is the way to connect heart and to solve most of the problem, whether it is present the crisis of the war between countries, talking and communicating. So there is no other more relevant topic than communication to be discussed in this platform of Love Protects. So with this same note, I would like to call upon our next very eminent speaker, Dr. Suraya Banu Madam, to share her views on communication for 5 minutes. Dr. Suraya Banu Madam?
I can't see her, so can you move on, please?
Yes. So Dr. Suraya Banu might be stuck somewhere. So
yes.
after communication, the next topic which will be presented by His Excellency Ambassador Agnes Fortune Cannon will be on forgiveness. So this is again a very relevant topic. We don't forgive people to relieve them. We forgive people to relieve ourselves from the unwanted burden we are carrying in our heads. So this is such a very eminent topic in this world. So on the same note, I would like to call upon our very eminent His Excellency Ambassador Agnes Fortune Cannon to share his views on this platform.
I think you should move on to the next one. Okay. You can move on to the next one.
Sure, ma'am. So next, moving with the same note and enthusiasm, there is a very important topic on kindness, and for delivering on the same topic, may I please welcome our very honorable speaker, His Excellency Ambassador Dr. Her Excellency Ambassador Dr. Princess Tobachiukwu. Her Excellency Dr. Princess Tobachiukwu. May we have your presence, please?
Yes, she's here.
Ambassador Dr. Tobachiukwu.
Yes. Good morning.
Very good morning. Good morning. Over to you, ma'am, to deliver your mind.
Yes. Are you hearing me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I thank God in a special way. I thank you all. I thank my mother. She's a mother to me. That is I call her Queen of the Universe, not just African Queen. And the King, my daddy too. They are my mentors. And I also thank my brother, he is there, in the person of Ambassador Dr. Anagu Augustine Ikechukwu. He's a mentor, a brother like no other. And I thank all the eminent speakers. In fact, you are all wonderful. This afternoon, I'm here to speak on kindness. I want to start by asking this question: what is the meaning of kindness? To me, kindness means the quality of being friendly, generous, and considerate. Quality of being friendly, generous, and considerate. Kindness is a virtue, that's the way I see it, that not very many persons possess it. In a way, when we show little kindness and put a smile on another person's face, it has a way of coming back to us. That is it. They say what goes around comes around. I learned a lot from our Queen Mother, that is the African Queen, in the person of Professor Ambassador Dr. Queen Elizabeth Lucas Afalolu. In fact, I, as a president and founder of Liberate the Women Initiative in Nigeria, she is our matron, and she has done a lot. She has shown a lot of kindness to my women. Although she is a Nigerian living in UK, but she has not come in contact with them one-on-one. But from there, she has done a lot for them. About 15 of them she has empowered. She has given a token to do what? To start business. That is kindness. And by tomorrow, when she becomes maybe the emperor or the whatever of UK, people will be eyeing her. People we seem to ask questions, how did she get it? But because of her kindness, because of course, these women are praying for her. You see? So there is this thing I have a story, a shocking story, a mysterious story that happened to me, not to another person. This is something I experienced myself. I am a farmer. I'm still a farmer up to date. It happened in 2014. That is 2014. I was coming from my farm. In fact, that day, my husband could not come to pick me. I was coming from farm and I was carrying vegetables. I had Okada. So the cyclist came to pick me. And as I was approaching a place called MSP, that is Missionaries of St. Paul, their home, I met a man, an elderly man. He was on that scorching sun because part of Abuja where I'm staying is very sunny. It is very hot. So on that hot afternoon, I met this man there. So what I did, I just told the bike man to stop. He stopped. I came down. I told him to carry the man to wherever he's going. And when he gets there, he should not collect a dime from him. That he should come back to pick me, that when he come, I will pay him. So he said, okay. He did exactly that. He came and picked me and we now went to my house. Exactly 1 week after that, I finished from the farm. I could not get a bike man. The bike man that's supposed to come and carry me did not come. So I was trekking. As I was trekking, I was so tired, exhausted. At that same spot, at that MSP, I was so exhausted, I sat down. And a bike man carried one woman. This time around, he was carrying a woman. So the woman, now I was stopping. I was trying to stop the bike man. When I noticed that the bike man was carrying a woman, and I said, okay. So they just went it's not up to one pole. The bike man stopped. I saw him coming back. I thought he has dropped the woman where she was going. He came and picked me. He said the woman said she should come and carry me and take me to my house. I said, wow. So when we passed the woman, I just waved, I thanked her. I got to my house, I asked the back man how much so that I can pay. He said, no, the woman said he should not collect money from me. Wow. I was like, what is happening? At the time when I was thinking about it, I said, is he a ghost? The previous week that I assisted, I hope he's not the one that came in form of the woman and decided to repay me exactly the kindness I showed to him about 1 week ago. So you can see what kindness is all about. Whatever we do to others, it will surely come back to us in one way or the other. It may not be exactly how we showed that kindness to another. So as a leader, I must possess this quality. I must be able to do what? I must be loving, and of course, without love, we cannot show kindness. Without love, we will not forgive. Without love, we will not be able to communicate effectively. There are some persons, when you even ask when you ask them something as leaders, they will be irritated or somehow. But when that love of God is in us, we'll be able to communicate effectively. We'll be able to show kindness. We'll be able to forgive, and we'll be able to do well and lead ourselves better and those that we are leading better. So I want to stop by saying that even Jesus Christ himself demonstrated this by the proverb he gave to his disciples in Luke chapter 10 from verse 25 to 37 about the Good Samaritan. Who do we show love to? Who do we show kindness to? Who do we forgive? And I want to say, as a leader, it is everyone who come across us. I've learned that from our African queen in the person of Ambassador Dr. Elizabeth, and I want to pray that I will continue doing that. May God help me. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity, and I thank everyone who is here present. May God bless us all. Amen.
Thank you so much. What a electrifying session on kindness and friendliness, and your personal story is indeed true even today, Dr. Tobachukwu, and no doubt with love, compassion, we can communicate in a better way. So it is the world is in a dearth of kindness and kind people to stop lots of hatred throughout our world, and under the able leadership of our beloved Queen Elizabeth, Madam, definitely will create a better world. At least we will try for the same. So continuing with the same notion, I would like to invite our next speaker who would be again speaking on the kindness. It is such an pertinent and important topic. So I would like to invite Ambassador Victoria Geoma, ma'am, to deliver her, to enlighten us with her mind on kindness again. So may we have the Ambassador Victoria Geoma, please, with us? Do we have Ambassador Geoma? Ma'am, can we have your presence? I think she is not here. So moving further with
No, she's here. She's here. She needs
yeah.
to,
So
yeah.
yeah.
She needs to unmute herself.
So respected Ambassador Victoria Geoma, ma'am, can we request you to please mute yourself and share your views and enlighten us about kindness?
We're waiting.
We are keenly waiting. We all are keen to hear.
She's speaking, but she's not unmuted.
Ma'am, kindly unmute yourself. You are still mute, ma'am. Can you please unmute yourself?
Okay. Okay, that's better.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, please.
Thank you very much
Welcome.
for having me. So, thank you very much for having me in this platform.
Thank you
it's
so much.
Awesome.
Yeah, we all are keen to hear from
you.
you.
Everybody from all parts of the world. Another perspective, according to St. Paul's letter to Colossians 2, 3 verse 12, it says that, put on therefore as elect of God, holy and beloved, bowel of mercies, kindness, humbleness of mind, meekness, and forgiving one another. So this means that being kind is a way of following God. It's a way of following God's footsteps. It is an ultimate expression of love, of our love to God, telling him that we choose him in as much as he chooses us. Jesus Christ lived 33 years of perfect kindness, and we also hereby challenge to do so. Another thing, kindness can change the world. Yes, a simple random act of kindness can inspire others. Can inspire others to do forward. For instance, a random act of kindness can activate action for people that are doing kindness. It can even create it can trigger a change. It can trigger a change that are being also used, and it can create a ripples that sometimes can create a waves. That shows that we are moving on kindness movement. That one we call it kindness movement. You can start from your community, society, then country and the world at large. That one is the most profound effect of kindness. Then simple acts of kindness, which you think that is not much, can potentially change the world. That is why we say, yes, I can, yes, you can, and yes, we can. So in my little way, we have Christ Foundation for the Disabled, where we give the people with disability, persons with special needs, we gather them and give them and perform that type of kindness. People don't want to come because they cannot give you back. Kindness is not what you can give and get reward back. It is not what you can do and get praise. It's just selfless and it's just considerate. That is kindness for you. It doesn't have any reward. It doesn't have any praise. And you do it even when it is hard for you and when it is not. You still do your kindness. Depending is a quality. Not everybody that have that quality of kindness. So that is why I say with kindness we can change the world. As I can, as you can, as we can. Thank you very much for listening.
Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing such an innovative thoughts, Ambassador Victoria Jeoma, madam. And it was really fascinating to hear that, yes, through kindness is a service to God. And it does not pay to be kind. If it is the only thing which we can give for free, and in return, the rewards are enormous. So we are really privileged to have you and listen your words on kindness. And thanks for sharing this dais with us. And with the permission of Her Excellency, may we proceed further to invite our next speaker?
Let me first of all, because I mean, before my Ambassador Victoria Ejoma speak, I wanted to comment on the last speaker, which is my, well, she called me her daughter. I mean, I just admire her because I learn a lot from Ambassador Princess Okechukwu. She is my strength. She is my joy. I'm sure, I don't know if she's still here, but I just want to comment on a story because it's a powerful story, because it just brings out the theme of this conference that says love protects. When you show kindness to people, you will be surprised that those you show kindness to might be in danger in future, and probably they found themselves in a wrong association and they started harming other people. But because you have shown kindness to them and they see you, they won't be able to harm you. So, I mean, there's a story that a pastor also mentioned the other time, that when he was traveling from one village to another, there was this set of robberies and they wanted to rob him or even to kill him or something like that. But immediately they noticed that this man of God is there and he has shown kindness years back to this particular young man. And immediately he saw that man. He says, oh no, I cannot hurt him. He has done a lot. He's a man of God. He has done a lot to my life. So that is why I think when we show kindness to people, you are protecting yourself, you are protecting your family, you are protecting everyone when you show kindness and when you forgive and you also communicate well. So I want to say thank you very much, Dr. Topechukwu, for sharing that your personal testimony. And
Thank you, ma.
I also want to thank Ambassador Victoria Ejoma, because this is her first time of joining us on this platform to speak. She has joined us before. And she also have this NGO that is very powerful. Sometimes we all get on with our lives and we forget about those people that are underprivileged or disability, that have disability. I mean, I happens to watch a video where she picks up these beggars, this disability with disabilities, beggars on the road. She picks them up and she fed them. And I think that is really a great kindness to others. So that is why we need to continue to be learning from this, that all these things are the only way we can save the world. When we save ourselves, we save our environment, we save our community and our society, then we can save the world. So thank you very much for giving me that opportunity to share. And
thank you so much.
It's over for you. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Your Excellency. You are very correct. Through kindness, we can even disarm the most dreaded person on this world if we have trust and if we believe in this power of non-violence and gently touching people's heart. Thank you so much for the wonderful story you shared. Our Excellency Queen Elizabeth Lucas, Madam. With your permission, if you allow me, can we proceed further to call our next guest?
Yes, we can. I think I saw Ambassador Dr. Rajau. because we're supposed to have called him earlier on, but because you have to go somewhere to.
Right.
So I don't know if he's back. I saw him joining.
Right.
Ambassador Rajal, are you here? No. Okay. All right, let's proceed to the next speaker, please.
Thank you so much for your permission, Your Excellency. So next topic is again a very fascinating topic, and that too by a very eminent person of Yes You Can in family. And forgiveness is the biggest need of the world, which is otherwise dying and suppressed with lot of vengeance, lot of pressure, lot of anxieties. People are having a lot of psychosomatic problems because of not being able to forgive. So can we have, on the same note, can we have Ambassador Engineer Aderami Adeshina Ademaidi with us to deliver his thoughts on forgiveness? Can we have Ambassador Engineer Aderami Adeshina Ademaidi? May we please have with us Ambassador Engineer Aderami Adeshina Ademaidi to deliver his thoughts on forgiveness. Respected Ambassador Engineer Aderami Adeshina Ademaidi, we are keenly eager to hear from you. If you are here, please unmute yourself and please share your thoughts.
Okay.
So
he was just joining and coming out. I don't know what is happening. Okay, maybe you can call the next one, please.
Sure, ma'am.
Because
Sure,
we don't
ma'am.
want
Thank
to
you
waste
for
time.
Yes, thank you so much. So maybe Engineer Aderami will be joining us in a short while.
Yes.
So again, we have got a very good speaker, very eminent speaker, Dr. Chris Zita. She will be speaking on communication, and today's world is, the impact of communication when the people are becoming hostile and they stop talking to each other. Not only people, the nations stop talking to each other. They create the barrier. So we will be very privileged to invite our next eminent speaker of Yes You Can, Dr. Chris Zita, to come and share her thoughts on communication. Dr. Chris Zita, can we have your presence, please?
I think Sinead, go on to the next one, please.
Sure, ma'am. Sure. So in the line with our eminent speakers today's evening, making us electrifying speech, giving us electrifying talks on transformational leadership, I would like to call upon Ambassador Timothy Afolabi Olanian to deliver her thoughts on kindness. So may we have the graceful presence of Ambassador Timothy Afolabi Olanian, please? Respected
Dr. Afolabi Timothy
Ambassador
Olaniyan,
Timothy Afolabi Olanian.
Where are you?
Can we have your presence, please, sir, to speak your thoughts on kindness?
Okay.
We would like to learn.
Next one. Next speaker, please.
Sure, ma'am. So moving in this line of our speakers today, I would like to call upon Archbishop Ambassador Professor Dr. Michael Ogedenbe to deliver his wonderful talk on forgiveness. And there cannot be a better person than our own Archbishop Ambassador Professor Dr. Michael Ogedenbe to speak on forgiveness. Respected sir, we are keen to hear from you. Can we have your presence here, please?
Right, we need to move on.
Sure. So next we move on to our next speaker for today's evening on communication, which is again a very pertinent topic. So can we have the presence of His Excellency Muhammad Silvanus Kamara to deliver his mind on communication? We will be very glad to hear from you, sir.
Who are we calling?
His Excellency Muhammad Silvanus Kamara.
Yes. No.
So can we?
Okay, let me just ask Ambassador Vima Bazorova Brazil. Can you call her to speak, please?
Yes.
Since all these people are not here yet, so we can just move on with another speaker. Please call Ambassador Vima from Brazil.
So can we have another speaker from Brazil, Ambassador Vima, to share her thoughts, please? Ambassador Vima.
Hello, I'm here.
Yes. Good evening, ma'am. Welcome.
Hello. Good morning from Brazil. It's a
Yes,
pleasure
ma'am.
being here and learning from you all. Thank you so much for the opportunity. Today, let's talk a little bit about kindness. And this is a very important topic. Since we've been listening and watching on TV, on the media, about terrible things happening out there, a war is happening, and then we are watching from our countries, from our home, and we have the sensation that we can't do anything to help, and we feel sad because we've been watching videos and sad things happening. But if we stop and think, there is something that yes, we can do right here in our countries, far from the war. We can spread kindness. How can we do that? Instead of spreading and sharing videos with sad news, with people that, because there are some people that are spreading this kind of pictures and videos, we should and we can spread and share videos and songs about kindness, about love, about peace, and we can fill everyone's with peace and this sensation of well-being and love. So instead of sharing sad things, we can share kindness. And when we do this, when we spread kindness, when we spread love, people will do the same. And soon we will have that all along the globe. And this is something that we should teach our kids. Let's teach them to be kind. How can we teach them to do that? We can teach them by helping their parents at home, by opening the door to someone, by donating something that they have and they don't use so much, but there is someone next to them that maybe is in need of that. So when we teach kindness, when we spread kindness around us, people will do the same. And then soon we'll have a better world in our neighborhood, in our city, then in our country, and then later all around the world. So I'm so happy that I have the chance of being in different platforms, learning from people. It's amazing, but I become really sad when I read that people are suffering out there and we feel like we can't do anything here. But spreading kindness is something that we can do. And it's amazing listening from people out there and realize that they are doing the same. So let's spread good music, good videos with people doing good actions, and then let's spread peace around us and all around the world. If we do these actions, we'll have a better world. And let's be kind. I have realized that being into platforms like today, we are talking about communication, kindness, and so many good things. But sometimes we can't see that people are kind next to us. For example, when someone has some problems with their connections, we can see that people are anxious and sometimes they are angry. Why you were not on time? Why you were not able to open your camera? We have to show kindness. We are talking about kindness, communication, about doing good to others. But are we really doing that? Are we being an example here in the platform? Are we being an example in our home with our family as teachers and parents? Are we doing that? Are we spreading love and kindness around us? Because sometimes we are so worried about talking about that, about reading red text from the internet about that. But what are we doing to spread love and kindness around us? If we are the example, if we are the role model, to our kids at home, to our kids at school, they will do the same. And even if you do something good for your neighbor, later he or she will be doing the same to the next neighbor, and then to the next neighbor, and soon the peace will be spread all around us. And then, as here we have people from many different countries, then look, the amazing opportunity we have to spread peace and love all around the globe. Because since we have a representative from many parts of the globe, if each of us do something like that, soon we'll be spreading love and peace throughout the globe. Because we are the representative, we are the ones in charge of doing something. Let's not wait for our governors and for our president. Kindness has to be right here with us at this moment. Let's get started now, doing something good now. If we do that here, soon we will spread love and kindness all out the globe. I'd like to thank you all for the opportunity of being here. And I'm so thankful that I have the opportunity to learn from you all. Thank you so much. That's very, very important for me. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ambassador Vilma Barbosa from Brazil. You have really touched us all by your wonderful words. Yes, we all agree with you that actions speak louder than words, and an ounce of practice is better than 100 tons of theory. So, yes, of course, the law of attraction in psychology also work on the same thing. If we keep on spreading sad and hatred, then automatically it will occupy our mind. So well-being and love should be the message to spread kindness. Thank you so much once again, Ambassador Vilma Barbosa, for your kind presence and for sharing our thoughts. Now,
thank you. Thank you so much, Dr. Tosera. You've done a great job.
Thank you so much, Your Excellency. And we have got our main electrifying moderator, ma'am, Dr. Alka Mahajan, ma'am.
But before she comes in, let me quickly do something. Ambassador Wima Barbosa from Brazil, thank you so much. You really nail it. Yes, it is about time we take action. And that is why this conference is about transformation. It's not about just talking or speaking on a platform, but it's about taking action. And the only way we can take action is when we express ourselves and also watch how we speak to others, watch how we treat others, watch how we look down on others. And it's also about respecting one another. And it's about understanding, because understanding comes from communication. Because like I always say, no one is perfect. And also to let you know that even condition is not permanent. And there are some conditions that we cannot control. So that is why we need to be flexible. We need to be adaptable, and we need to be approachable, and finally, we need to be understandable. So thank you so much for sharing. So I hand over to Dr. Aika. I'm watching my time because like I promised every one of us, we are finishing just 33 minutes to this time. So I hand over.
Wow, thank you so much. And thank you so much, Dr. Toshendra. Yeah, you were doing a great job. I mean, you were pretty electrifying yourself.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
And thank you, dearest Queen, for your power-packed inspirational nuggets. And of course, my lovely friend from Brazil, Vilma. I just loved what you said, you know. Let's spread love and kindness with music. You know how much fascinated I am by music. So yes, that is quite good, because once you introduce music and you sing together, I think you all are in the process of actually being one with everyone. So it's like the entire global community coming together. So with that, I have another.
Hold on a second. because you just mentioned music, and we are talking about love. So let me just support our ambassador women and to say, let there be love shared among us. Let there be love in our heart. Let there be love shared among us. Let there be love. Give us a fresh understanding of brotherly love that is sweet. Let there be love shared among us. Let there be love. Over to
Wow.
you.
Wow.
Wow.
That's
Ooh la la.
wonderful. That's
That was
wonderful.
awesome.
Awesome, Your
Whoa, that
I
was
Excellency.
hand over
awesome.
to you now.
Mwah, mwah, that was lovely. That was wonderful. That was enigmatic and exquisite. Let there be love, ladies and gentlemen. Let there be loads and loads of love and happiness and kindness. And let's together, just by love, happiness, kindness, make this world a beautiful place to be in. And certainly we will. At the way we're moving, I'm sure we will. And now it's time for me to welcome on this platform a beautiful friend of mine, all the way from Argentina, the land where they do the tango, because I love the tango. And she is the principal of Yes Institute, and she is an English coach and an English mentor. And there she is, right in front of me, Ambassador Professor Paula Perez. Welcome, hola.
Thank you very much. Well, you know that I truly appreciate you, dear Queen Elizabeth, and all the people that I know in this platform that I consider my friends. So thank you for this opportunity of being here and sharing these wonderful messages in this so particular time in our world, you see? So, I today wanted to talk about communication and how important it is. I have always believed that words are powerful, so we must be careful and we have to select carefully the words we use when we are talking about ourselves, about our families, about our lives, and the words that we use when we are talking to the rest of the people around us. You know that words can construct wonderful things, can build wonderful projects, can inspire lots of people, and words can also destroy dreams, can also make people feel hurt, and can also make people feel disappointed or neglected. So we have to mind what we say and say what we mind. So choose the words that you want to say. Be careful when you are communicating, when you are saying things to your students, in my case as a teacher, to your family, to your children, to your workmates. Because we know that we are sharing our lives with human beings. And these human beings have a background and they suffer or they undergo situations that sometimes we don't even know what they are. So it's a very good idea to have kind and positive words in our mouth all the time. And maybe when someone is sharing something with us, a project, an idea, a problem, we must think from these words from the heart. So in order to give them a light in this difficult situation or give them energy in the case that they are starting a new project or be productive or effective in the way that you communicate. So we have to have this intelligence, this emotional intelligence, where you have to select what you want to say exactly. And you know that now in the moments of social networks and these applications like WhatsApp, we have problems of communications because sometimes we write a message and we are so in a hurry that we forget to write in a polite way. And then you realize that you were in a hurry, you wrote a message very quickly, but it sounded like cold. People interpret that you were angry, that you wanted to say something that maybe you were not doing. So this gives us the clue how important the selection of words are whenever we are giving a message. It could be face to face, it could be through WhatsApp, but always remember that communication must be clear, must be polite, must be empathic, and must be effective to show which is the exact message that we want to make. Let's think that every word has a powerful within itself. So I could say, mind what you say and say what you mind. That could be the best way to take communication into account in our daily life. So that is it. I don't want to take more time from you. Thank you very much for being there. You are amazing, and you know how important you are in my life. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Ambassador Dr. Paola Perez Lope from Argentina. Thank you so much for joining. We actually, because you said you were going, we actually we called you earlier, but you were in another meeting at that time. But we really appreciate you coming back to us and coming to share very important topic. Thank you. We appreciate you.
Thank you. Actually, we had a storm, a very terrible storm 2 days ago in our area. So our internet connection is not stable, you see? So it's like we are waiting to connect when internet wants us to. So I was trying from very early, but I couldn't. That's why.
That is why I was so relaxed today for everyone, because I know so many things are going on. The last 2 weeks, 2 days ago, we also have a storm in UK. So I understand all this. That is why today you can see me. I never say anybody open your camera or do this. No, because so many things are going on. And we need to calm. That's the only way to do things, to calm and just flow with the moment. Because like I always say, no condition is permanent. It's just for a short period. So at that moment, we need to just breathe and calm. So I appreciate you that you eventually tuned in. So thank you so much for that. Over to you, Dr. Aika.
Wow, that was impressive. Be watchful of what words you use. As always, the fantastic Professor Paula at her best and saying what she enjoys saying the best, talking about communication. So that was really wonderful. And I just loved what you said. And I hope you're doing well. And yes, just keep inspiring with your powerful, motivating words always. And what you said about WhatsApp messages, I truly endorse what you said, because many times when we're in a hurry and we just drop in a message, unknowingly, we sort of, disturb our friends or other people, not knowing that by sending a message without, just erratically, perhaps will spoil the relationship as well. So that was a very well made point. And I think in today's times, we really need to know how to come on Zoom, how to write WhatsApp messages and be very clear, because sometimes when there is no clarity, there can be misunderstanding. So wonderful, wonderful once again, Paula. Thank you so much. And let's move forward and let's learn some more.
Okay, can I quickly permission, with your permission, right? With your permission, because my wonderful pastor has been sitting down with us for the past 2 hours. And I know that we are following the list, but can I just ask permission for Pastor Nelson, and then after that, Ambassador Nu, and then after that, Ambassador Lukman, and after that, Archbishop King Ambassador Michael. Can we, I hope you are getting the list I'm giving you now. Can we please call them now to speak? Thank you so much.
Yes,
and then
yes,
we can go
of
back
course.
to other people that have missed out before.
Yes, perfectly, perfectly. So, as dearest Queen said, let's invite on the virtual stage the wonderful, charismatic Pastor Nelson Pervez. I mean, he led us in prayer very wonderfully at the start of the program, and it ignited the stage with a lot of power. You know, we got a lot of power to speak our mind and to speak from the heart. Thanks to your prayer, Pastor Nelson. And now we would like to hear from you on the topic of forgiveness.
Being ambassador for peace, I just want to say greeting of peace, shalom, love, salam, salamat, namaste, assalamu alaikum, and many other greeting of multicultural and multilingual and peace greeting. Today is Sunday, 27th of February, and because of time difference, Global Forgiveness Day is observed in July in every year to encourage people around the world. The darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. And similarly, hate cannot drive out, but only love and forgiveness can do that. Mistakes are always forgivable if one has the courage to admit them. And there are three main powerful things in our life, that is love and communication or prayer with God and forgiveness. Our God sympathizes with our weaknesses and He forgives us and He helps us in the time of temptation. And God does not keep record to our sins. According to Matthew chapter 5, verse 7, blessed are the merciful, for they shall receive mercy. And when we read New Commandment, according to John 13:34, a new commandment I give to you, that you love one another just I have loved you. You also to love one another. And according to Matthew 6:14, for if you forgive others when they sin against you, your heavenly Father also forgive you. And same message is in Mark 11:25. And when you stand praying, if you hold anything against anyone, forgive them, so that your Father in heaven may also forgive you your sins. So Lord's Prayer also gives us forgiveness, and we can say, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. love, kindness, forgiveness are very important for our health relationship. To give or receive forgiveness is the highest act of love, and result is joy, peace of mind, and happiness. There are many steps of forgiveness, acknowledgement, and acceptance, but we can conclude there is no love without forgiveness, and there is no forgiveness without love. And forgiveness is the sweetest revenge, according to some quote. And we can conclude that yes, you can forgive, yes, you can forget. Yes, we can forgive, and yes, we can forget. God bless you.
Dearest Queen, you want to say something before
Thank you so much, especially for your long-term patience. I really appreciate that, sir. I mean, I know you have a lot to do over there, and then you've chosen to spend time with us so that in order for you to share this good news. And I really appreciate it. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. God bless.
Okay.
That was amazing. Yes, dearest Queen, you want to say something?
No, I'm just watching your time. So please.
Okay.
Let's
all right.
going.
So thank you. Thank you so much, Pastor. That was really good, especially the yes, you can forgive. Yes, you can forgive. You're so right. And that's what we need to imbibe in our life. So thank you once again for that wonderful, wonderful sharing of thought and wonderful learning experience that you just now gave us. So thank you so much. And now, able excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to invite my charming brother all the way from Bangladesh. He is a humanitarian. He's a youth activist, a youth influencer. And, he believes in living life king size. He believes in doing small acts of kindness just to bring smiles to people around him. So I am talking about Ambassador Noor Ahmed, my brother from Bangladesh. Hello, Ambassador Noor, brother Noor Bhai.
Yes. Hello, my sister. Can you hear me?
Oh, yes, perfectly.
Oh, that's really great. And I would definitely feel delighted to get some of your words upon me. This is really very inspiring. And I have to give my gratitude to the Princess Elizabeth Lucas Aflalo because of giving this opportunity as a speaker. So hi everyone, my name is Noor Ahmed. You can call me Ambassador Noor Ahmed, all the way from Bangladesh. So this conference bring a lot of messages from the different parts of the world, and this message can empower your inner feeling, inner side, and inner vision to think something positive. And as we know that today's conference is all about focusing love, is kindness, forgiveness, and so many sides. So I'm focusing on the communication. Well, communication, as you all know, that good communication is the important part of all relationship and is essential part of healthy partnership. Look, I'm focusing on another one, that is healthy communication style can be make it easier to deal with the conflict and build a stronger and a healthier partnership. But what is going on right now, as all the speakers said, and I also reflect that the war is going on between two countries. I'm not focusing on the two countries, I'm focusing on two parts of the humanity where the lack of communication, lack of understanding, lack of feelings are happening. And that is the reason the war is going on, and devastating war just kill a lot of people life. We don't want war because no war, no hunger. And I do believe that if we do extremely great communication towards two nations, towards two people, towards two person, it will definitely get the ultimate positive vibes and overall to the nation in the world. So maybe you're thinking that, yeah, as we all know that communication is going on this way. So how can we manage our conflict with communication? So in this perspective, I would like to share you that during the communication, please let's learn to understand each other, because one nation uh, share something and other nation share something, but you have to understand each other learning tools and learning topics, but don't go don't jump to the conclusion, because most of we actually not interested to hear and good listener, even we are not interested to a good understandable person. We are always focusing on to feedback, always focusing on just share our words before the conclusion. Don't do that. This create a conflict. This create the miscommunication between two people, two nations, and two countries. We have to think about, discuss actually what actually happened. Don't judge. We have to think about what is actually happened, but we are always focusing on judgmental, because judgmental behavior can give you the positive output most of the time. Focusing on, please concentrate on the major problem and don't get distracted by the minor problems. As you all we know that most of we, look, you are spending your life, spending your day very perfectly, but one incident happened during this day. Which kind of incident? Like someone threw some words that hurt you most. Just one incident happened, but later on, apart from that, all the day were remarkable day for you. But what will happen after that? When you heard it with the words of someone, you feel hurt all the day. You just ruin your day. You just uh, your productive day is going to be a renewal day for you. But think about that. This is the one kind of minor problem. But apart from that, all the day were remarkable one. So think about that. Don't focus on the minor problem. Focus on the major concentration. So yes, I have to focus on that. Please respect each other. Don't hurt your partner's feelings. Even move on to the problem about difference in opinion. So yes, timekeeper already focused on the 1 minute, good to go. So I'm not going to share more information regarding that. Thank you so much, Honorable, for giving me the floor. And please be a good communicator, be an active listener. Truly, all the incident, all the environment will be very positive and favorable and comfortable to you. Thank you so much for hearing me patiently.
Thank you, Ambassador, Doctor, Honorable. No, amen. Thank you so much for your words. And we've learned a lot from what you've said. And the only way that we will show that we really learn from what we've been saying in this platform is when we take action. So watch out. I'm taking action. So watch out. I'm taking action. Right. Over to you. Let me not waste your time, Dr. Eka. And after Ambassador Lukman, I know, let me first of all apologize, because some people, even though they're on the platform, I don't know what is going on. This is my first time of hosting it. They couldn't mute themselves, something like that. So they were not able to speak. So I'm really, really sorry on behalf of the Y.Y.C.I International family. But I can assure you that next time we improve, because we are all learning. we are all learning this technology.
Yes. Technology, yeah, that's it. We have it's a rebel, you see? Technology, it's a rebel. Yeah, it is.
So we keep learning, we keep touching button. So after Ambassador Nu, I can still see Archbishop King. I think he can join now. Archbishop Michael, so he can speak as well. And any other person that wants to speak for 1 minute. We're very sorry, but we will just extend the time for 10 minutes. Is that okay, Dr. Iga? We will extend it to 10.
Absolutely. So
Okay.
I should call Archbishop now.
Okay.
Archbishop.
No. My prince is waiting patiently.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Got it. All right. So now we invite on the virtual platform of Yes You Can International, the Prince Lukman Nuruddin. So he is the General Personal Secretary to our dearest Queen Elizabeth, and he is a young influencer, young enthusiast, a young man with ambition, dreams to make it really big in this world. So it's over to you, Prince Nuruddin.
Yeah. Good day to everyone. Good day to everyone, ladies and gentlemen. I greet everyone, the host, the speakers, the participants, everyone around the world. I greet everyone. It is my honor, greatest honor and equality to thank Dr. Isabel Lucas, the founder of Y.Y.C.I, for granting me this opportunity to talk on the topic forgiveness. When we are looking at this topic, forgiveness, we have to know the essence, the quality, yes, the paramount of this word. Because sometimes people look depth into one word, that is forgiveness. They just take the word lightly, yes, merely. But when we try to understand the essence of that word, because sometimes when someone hurts us, we cannot go through life without meeting problems, without meeting challenges, facing challenges. There are also people created man in different ways. Some like animals. Yes, even some are even worse than animals. Whatever, we have to live this life with patience, with endurance. We must know, we must understand the quality of our own very soul. In this life, when we try to reject, to cast off this forgiveness in our life, we must know that we are sinning against God. Because all of us in this world, people before us and people after us, they are sinning against God. They are making sins every day and night. How can we deprive this essence? How can we say that this forgiveness is nothing, is just barrier? No, we have to understand that this forgiveness, we have to practice it. Forgiveness is essential. People hurt us. We have big hearts. Yes, we have big hearts and we have small hearts. Whatever, we have to forgive those people who have sinned against us or who have done something unruly against us. And this life is so bigger than what we think, because in this life, God created creatures, that is man, animals, whatever, and what? And we have to show love. And we have to show love to everything, because we know we are not perfect. Yes, we are made of imperfection. Animals, we have to show love to them. We have to forgive them whatever sin they have committed against us. Some people are victims of military party because of just a small thing. You cannot even forgive them. I was just walking along the street one day when I came across so many people around the street. Yes, with petrol, with fire, machetes, something like that, with dagger. What is happening? I just look very well extensively that what can I take out from this? When I asked one of the brothers there, what is happening? He said, this man just stole a small amount of something, like petty things like that. And if because of this, you can't forgive that person, you don't know the condition of that person. Although God detests, God hates stealing, God hates cheating, but sometimes we have to let the forgiveness not be eroded away. We have to let it not be eroded away. Even our enemies, sworn enemies, visible enemy that we know these people are our enemies, we have to treat them with what? With love and kindness. Because this enemy later on, they may now become your friends. Recently, I've watched at least 3 films that talk about this forgiveness. That these the heroes of the film, they will be treating their enemies as if nothing happened, and later on they now become what? They now become friends. That now you have changed the demon in me. You see the essence of love, you see the essence of forgiveness. Grudges, don't let us take grudges against people because it will weaken us. It will weaken us. Because when you are taking this, I will take revenge, I will take revenge. This tendency that we conceive in evidence of our life, that I'll take this revenge, I'll take the revenge, it will weaken our soul, it will weaken us, it will cancel, it will defeat, it will cast off everything. It will cast off everything valuable in us, because this thing destroys relationship. It destroys relationship. I'm so sorry for I'm so grateful for granting me this opportunity to speak on the topic of forgiveness. Dr. Israel Lucas, the moderators, the participants, the hosts, I'm so grateful, and I'm looking forward to attend more conference, Y.Y.C.I and others. Thanks very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And just keep learning, keep reading, keep doing whatever you are doing. You are doing great, because this young man is my personal secretary, my personal assistant, my prince, and he works day and night. When I tell him to do something, he does it several times before getting it, because I can see the heart of wanting to learn and be mentored. And I'm so proud of him. So that is why I'm putting him on the platform for him to also be sharing from his heart. So thank you very much, Ambassador Lukman Nuruddin.
So, dearest Queen, I think everyone has gotten a chance to speak, or is there somebody left who needs to speak, maybe for a minute or two before we...
Archbishop Olusegun, can you quickly say something, please?
Okay, yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me very well? Hello. Yeah. Hello. Can you hear me very well?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. Greetings, all able excellencies. Really appreciate this conference and this privilege given to speak. I thank all the eminent speakers too, and moderators. Thank you very much, for this wonderful privilege. I'm here to speak on forgiveness, just like what the other speakers have spoken. But I want to talk from my own angle here to say that forgiveness is an attitude of a person who is willing to forgive. I want to check the word forgive. The word forgive is a compound word that is for and give. If it is for, that means it has a purpose. If it is give, that means we have to let go. It's something we have to do voluntarily, even though it may not be easy or convenient. So we're talking about forgiveness. In theology, when the word forgiveness is used, it has to do with sin, like God forgiving our sins. And then when we look at the Lord's Prayer in Matthew chapter 6, verse 12, it says, forgive us our trespasses, and we forgive those who trespass against us. It also means that if we want to full of forgiveness from God, or from our deity, or from the supernatural being, the situation we are having right now with the war, forgiveness is inevitable. And if we will learn to forgive, a lot of crises will be avoided. As much as we are also good in philanthropism, helping the less privileged, advocating, being humanitarian advocate, fighting for other people, which we are doing, in ourselves, let us learn to also let go of some certain people. Like one of the speakers rightly said, sometimes if a particular person we don't like walk into the room, our atmosphere change. The atmosphere change, our content has changed. Why? Because there's unforgiveness. And then, like it's rightly said, unforgiveness has led to a lot of psychosomatic illnesses. I just want to tell us this. If we are able to forgive people, that make us behave like God. Because it says, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. So that is a quality in God that we possess, but many of us are not applying it. So today, I just want to thank, because of time, to say, let's learn to forgive, because that is the bridge.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yes, thank you so much, dearest Archbishop. That was wonderful.
Thank you.
Listening indeed. And though we had little time, but it really enriched us. Thank you so much. Professor Bano, can you please mute yourself first, please? Thank you. Just invite you to speak. But before that, we have our young ambassador, Professor Marianne. Ambassador Marianne, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, wonderful. So let's hear your thoughts on a topic all about love protects.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, everyone. My name is Ambassador Miriam Barike from Nigeria. I'm here to speak about the topic forgiveness. First of all, we will ask ourselves, what is forgiveness? Forgiveness is the act to pardon any negative feelings or to push something that person to you. Forgiveness is the act of letting go of the loss or pain someone gave you in order to return with peace of mind in your life. Forgiveness also is sense. If love was crushed, let's talk about forgiveness. Forgiveness is a maturity. When you give someone that hurts you, you're kind of bringing the person's power over you. That's like bringing the person's power, destroying the person's power. When you forgive someone or when someone hurts you, the person will be expecting to rescate or to be sent into him or have maybe revenge or something. But when you forgive the person and let of that hurt the person gave you, because to be like, how can you forgive me of this? Something like it's the power and the way to do harm to you will just be reduced because of only forgiving the person. Forgiveness is also just having peace of mind. When you forgive someone, you're already having a peace of mind. The way it's something, heaviness of anger in your heart will just be free. Another thing that results from forgiveness is hatred and anger. And response to revenge. We go that a good example of someone that forgives us a lot of place on the cross of Calvary when you see Father forgive them because they don't know what they are doing. Thank you. Oh, my time is up. Thank you so much. appreciate you.
Thank you so much, our young ambassador, Mariam. Thank you for sharing with us. Forgiveness.
Yeah, she's got amazing, perseverance. She give up. There were a lot of technical glitches. So keep the spirit high, Ambassador Marianne. And yes, you were awesome as always.
Yes.
So
thank you.
Okay. I think we have Professor
Suraya Banu.
Yes, where is she?
Yes, I just saw her.
Okay. There's also
Dr.
Professor
Suraya.
TPS Sakisa. Are you here, sir?
Okay, yes. Professor Shiksha Hyde.
Shika, hi.
Yes.
Are you here? Because I can see you on the platform. And Princess Victoria Goodway. Are you here? Godwill, are you here? No? Prince Izu Apple? Okay. So I want to believe that everybody, we are ready to go. Okay. Hand over to you. Okay, yes. We have Professor Dr. Suraya
Banu.
Suraya Banu. Excuse me. We want to listen to you, ma'am.
Professor Banu, you have to unmute yourself.
Yes. Good. We've been waiting for you. We've been waiting for you for 3 hours.
Yes, I was busy in external practical examination out of college.
Oh, okay. All right. Yes, speak to us for just few minutes, please. Just 2 minutes.
Just a minute. Communication, in the words of Peter Drucker, the most important thing is communication is hearing what isn't said. Communication is simply the act of transferring information from one place, person, or group of another. Every communication involves one sender, a message, and a recipient. These include our emotion, the cultural situation, the medium used to communicate, and even our location. Every person has a unique communication style, a way in which they interact and exchange information with others. There are 4 basic communication styles: passive, aggressive, and aggressive. It's important to understand each communication style and why individuals use them. The 5 types of communication also need to know about: verbal communication, non-verbal communication, written communication, visual communication, and listening. In the words of Aristotle, all communication must lead to change. As Nelson Mandela said, if you talk to a man in a language he understands, that goes to his head, and if you talk to him in his language, that goes to his heart. It is through the communication process that the sharing of a common meaning between the sender and the receiver take places. Individual that follows the communication process will have the opportunity to become more productive in every aspect of their professional. Effective communication leads to understanding. The 5 keys of effective communication are: be positive, be a listener, be a echo, be a mirror, be real. In the words of Peter Drucker, the most important thing in communication is to hear what isn't being said. Effective communication involves knowing how to listen attentively. It is the ability to offer empathy, open-mindedness, and help feedback based on what you hear. Also, a friendly demeanor, confidence, and quality non-verbal communication will also help us as a manager develop good relationship with the members of your team. In the words of Tony Robbins, to effective communicate, we must realize that we are all different in the way we perceive the world and use this understanding as a guide to our communication with others. The 7 principles of effective communications are building trust, preventing or resolving problems, providing clarity and direction, creates better relationships, increase engagement, improves productivity, promotes team building. At last, I want to share in the words of Noam Chomsky, a language is not just word, it is a culture, a tradition, a unification of a community, a whole history that creates what a community is. It's all embodied in a language. Now I conclude, in the professional setting, effective communication helps enhance employee productivity, boosts team building, and reduce turnover rates. In the personal setting, communication helps foster stronger relationship, building better trust, and provides new opportunities. Good communication also improves relationships both with employees and in your personal life with friends and family members. Listening carefully and offering quality feedback helps people to feel heard and understood. This in turn nurture mutual respect. Being able to communicate effectively is perhaps the most important of all life skills. It is what enables us to pass information to other people and to understand what is said to us. Communication as its simplest, the act of transferring information from one place to another. And in last, I want to share the words of Rollo May. Communication leads to communicate, that is, to understanding, intimacy, and mutual well-being. Thank you. Thanks a lot. And thank you. And my heartiest thank to Ma'am Elizabeth. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We really appreciate your time. I know you are very busy, and I know this network has
Yesterday I
really...
was in a practical examination in other colleges, and I reached home very late.
It's okay.
Sorry,
We
sorry for delay.
understand. We understand. That's part of the transformation, when we learn to understand the situation of others, because we are not perfect and we are human beings. So let us not forget that. You know, that is the only way we can move forward. That is why this program is transformation. And we need to, when we are speaking, we are also acting. We are taking action. You know, we want knowing how to embrace others' differences, difficulties, situations, because no one is perfect. So that is why we just need to relax. The war that is going on is because of impatience or impatient and not tolerant, not accepting others, and not communicating well, and not accepting that we are not equal. That is what brought every one of them fighting one another. But when we continue, because love is powerful, love is everything, and we grow every day of our lives till we go back to heaven, we continue building that. We continue to building ourselves, getting ourselves better, learning every day, transforming our lives. And that is why our mind needs to be renewed for us to make a change and to be transformed. So I want to appreciate the fact that you came back, because you were texting me and say, oh, is it possible to come back? I'm glad you came to join, and you've joined us. You've shared an important message to us. So thank you very much, Professor Suraya Banu. I got that one right.
Thank you.
Okay, I think Professor is here as well. TPS, can we hear your voice quickly? I know we are trying to round up because we need to go. Professor TPS, I can hear you, see you. I saw your message just now. Yes, can you?
Oh, namaste and thank you. God bless you all. It was a beautiful session. Heard many experts from different parts of the world on love, care, gratitude, sharing, and all that. It's always nice. Yeah, good. Congratulations and thank you as usual. Doing well.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Is that all?
Yeah, I think it's good enough.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Okay, hand over to Dr. Aika. The ball is in your court now. Dr. Aika. Oh, Dr. Aika. Are you
Probably
here with us?
Probably her internet is hanged.
Okay, all right. Okay, I know she will join.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, Alka ma'am. We can hear you.
Okay.
Hello?
Hello, we can hear you. We just want you to round up for us so that we can
Quickly.
Yes, please.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. So before something happens to the connection, let me just beautiful, beautiful conference that we've had today, which was truly a transformational experience, because by sharing ideas and learning from one another, we reiterate some of our already existing ideas in our mind, and we come to know that yes, we are on the right track, and yes, we can work wonders if we just stick to it and take action and do not just talk about it or procrastinate. We need to take action, we need to move on in life, and we need to constantly push ourselves and say to ourselves, that yes, we can. And the only time you should ever look back is to see how far you've come. We empower ourselves every time we accept responsibility for choosing the thoughts and the feelings that we act on. Remember this. And kindness, forgiveness, communication, all these topics rolled into one, actually highlighting our theme, which was love protects. And truly, with the right kind of communication, kindness in our day-to-day activities, our thoughts, our actions, the way we interact with our fellow human beings, with people all over the world, and the way we express gratitude, I think these are the things that really make us. They don't break us, they make us. And that is what we need to realize. And then we say to ourselves again and again, yes, you can. You are what you do, not what you say. So you have to do. Do means action. And it is not outside forces that make you feel something. It is what you feel yourself. It has to come from within. From within, my dearest able excellencies, it is what you feel and what you tell yourself that creates your feelings, your true feelings, with which you can truly transform not only yourself, but also the entire world and everyone. All of us, we're all brothers and sisters belonging to different parts of the world, but yet on this platform, we're all one big happy family. And that's the way we're all going to be staying. And we are going to be looking forward to the next Yes, You Can International Transformation Leadership Conference, which, as dearest Queen Elizabeth just now told us, is on the
26th of March.
On the 26th of March. So wonderful. Please block the date and let's all come together again and share those empowering thoughts.
Thank you so much. I want to appreciate you all for staying to this time. I've been overwhelmed already with all the teachings today. Even though I set this conference for all of us to learn and also to be transformed, you can see how I'm feeling now that have been blessed, have been filled with your words. And I believe the same thing will happen to every one of us, that we are going out there to influence the world. We are the light that light in darkness. We are the one to make that change. And as a leader, we will continue to help ourselves, to build ourselves up, to get better every day, every time, every minute, so that when we lead the people, we lead them in the right way. When we lead the people, people can see the reflection. When we lead the people, they can see the light. They can see the light through us. We are the example. We are the light. We are the one to influence. We can't force people. We can't change people, but we can change ourselves to influence others. So we need to be working together as a leader to produce a great leaders. I want to say thank you very much for coming. I want to say thank you very much for this time. I want to say thank you very much for allowing ourselves to learn together. And I want to say thank you very much for serving in every areas that you are touching people's lives. And I know my God Almighty will reward you mightily. Keep up the great works, because the universe is looking down on us. So whatever you are called to do as a leader, let's do it. We are servants. We serve people. We don't dictate. We don't control. We serve them and we guide them. And I want to say thank you for giving me the opportunity to serve you. Because I am serving you by sitting down here, preparing this platform. We are serving one another as a leader. Let me seize this opportunity to say thank you very much, Dr. Y.Y.C.I. Always there with your bubbling, your energy, your experts, your softness of heart, your smile, your magnets. Thank you so much. And I want to say thank you also to Dr. Tusidra. Yes, this is your first time, but I can see you felt the energy in the house, the fire burning in the house. So I want to say thank you, even though this is your first time of moderating, but you did very well. And I want to say thank you, Ambassador Nu. Yes, you're on your break, but you are bouncing back. I set my eye on you. What can I say about Pastor Nelson? You are a father, a spiritual father. You're there right from the beginning to the end. I want to say thank you. I want to thank you, Ambassador Paola Lope. Love you. I want to thank you, Marianne. Take care, and I wish you all the best in your university studies. What can I say about all our leaders, Dr. TPS, everybody that's still around? Thank you. And can you join me to say a big thank you to Ambassador Mr. Mohamed Kamara from Sierra Leone, because he has done very well establishing this group, these coordinators in Sierra Leone. So thank you for the hard work. Please join me in saying a big thank you to my PA.
Thank you. All the best.
Thank you, sir. To my PA, my personal assistant, everybody will be looking for highly skilled professionals for their PA. But I have chosen the person that is a leader, a person with a visionary, a person with a vision, He got the vision of Yes, You Can, and is running with me. So I want to say thank you, Prince, Ambassador, Dr. Lukman, Nuruddin, Adeniyi. I'm grateful for all the hard works. The guy don't sleep until 3 a.m. because of what he's doing for me. So thank you so much. Thank you for everybody. As Ambassador Nu, I'm waiting. From my deepest heart, I want to say thank you very much. And may God bless you. May God protect
God bless you too.
May God guide you. May God lead you. May God bless you. May the glory of God be upon you. The eyes of God upon you. The hands of God upon you. You will not go wrong because the Lord will direct you. And keep safe because the COVID is still hanging around. And with one voice, let's uphold the people that are in that war at the moment at Ukraine for divine intervention. We need God's intervention and for God to give them peace, because we all need peace. What happens to them is happening to us because we are all human beings. So at your closest, please, let's keep with one voice, keep praying for this war to end and to peace to reign and to protect all the children, all the adults, to protect those even that are at the war zone. Let's keep praying for them that this war must not escalate. It must stop. When we raise a voice, God will answer us because we are all together. Peace must continue to reign. There must not be war. There must not be war. So let's keep praying at our closest and be conscious as well what we say, what we are saying to people, and how we are judging the leaders. Because sometimes leaders can be confused. Leaders can be confused. Or leaders can just take things in their own personal interests. Let's ask God for mercy. Mercy of God. We all need it. And let's pray for wisdom for all the leaders that are gathering together, the UN, the EU, the NATO, every one of them. Let's pray for wisdom that they will be able to take the right decision. We are all in this critical moment. So let's keep praying. It's very, very important. Because at the end of it all, I know we all want to wake up one day and to see that it has been resolved. Just as we've said it here, communication is the key and better understanding. So let's pray that the right decision that they will take for the sake of the whole world, because nobody here wants another war, no one. And so we need to pray and do everything we can in our own capacity to stand and say, let there be peace and let us come out of this hatred and there shall be no war. With one voice, with one heart, and with love, we will be protected. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
What can I say again? I finish.
God bless everyone.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
You can leave now. We finished.
Okay, thank you.
Bye.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Permit me to end it. Can I end this? Good.